Hello, I'm Chris Solo, and welcome to the Fabled 42, where we build community through friendship, gaming, and chaos. You're currently watching the Realms of Ukodor here at mixer.com/Fabled42. You can catch us every week live at Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Time, or our live rerun on Thursday mornings at 10 a.m. Pacific Time. Uh, don't forget to go ahead and check out all of our social media and everything else and share this with everyone else so we can start to continue to build this community. We are not partner yet. We have started the partner application process, but until we make partner, the only two ways to support the stream is through our Patreon subscriptions or our Embers here in Mixer. On Patreon, we have the $5, $10, and $20 basic subscription tiers. Each one gives you, for right now, 2 Inspiration Die and 2 Healing Potions that you can use for any of our shows. We do have other higher subscription tiers that help you create lore and characters in places inside of Ukodor. So if you're a big lore nerd, then go ahead and check those out as well. The other way to support the stream is through our Embers. We have an Ember menu down below in the About section of our Mixer profile that allows you to donate Inspiration Die, Healing Potions, and other things to the players real time during the streams. Either way that you support the channel, all you have to do is make sure you tag myself or any of our moderators and say, hey, this healing potion is for Jeidobii, and I will try to get that potion to Jeidobii as quickly as possible within the narrative. I'll try not to meta it as much as possible, but sometimes if we have too many things coming in, we'll just give the potions to the players. We are currently doing a sub drive now. We have 6 subscriptions now throughout in Patreon, and our month goal is we're going for 20. Once we hit that 20, we're going to go ahead and give away a D&D book. So it could be a source book or a campaign book or what have you. Depends on who wins and what books you have and don't have. So we're going to be flexible with what kind of things you win. And speaking of other giveaways and everything else, we do have several giveaways tonight. We are, right after the intro, we are going to go ahead and do a Kavak's Bag of Fate giveaway. So anybody who's watching or following our Indiegogo campaign or the past Kickstarter campaign, we are giving away one of those magical decks of cards that these players had played with in previous episodes. So at 25 live viewers, we're going to give away another deck of cards, and at 50 live viewers, we will give away another D&D book. So go ahead and continue to spread the word. The more people we get in the stream, the bigger our community gets, and the faster that we can get to some of those really big giveaways. Big shout out to our longtime sponsors, Griffin Co.
Griffin Co.
Anything you see that's 3D printed is from our friends over at Griffin Co., so please take a look at them. And as you can see, we are Vorpal powered, so please check out Vorpal board. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they have their extended campaign thing up yet, but they will have it soon. It's a really awesome program, and you'll see a lot of the really awesome features that they have available now in the stream here as well. Please go check out the rest of our sponsors: Mastermonk Gaming, Tabletop Things, 8-Bit Coffee Co.
There we go.
Moment. Coffee.
From the Coffee Crow.
Critical Dice, Plaid Elephant Props, and +1 Crafting. And as always, all of our music is brought to you by Derek and Brandon Fichter. We do have another mid-show giveaway as well, so make sure you stick around for that. You can find all of our podcasts for episode 1 through 37 of the Realms of Ukodor on Podbean or any major podcast platform: iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and there's a few other ones as well. So go ahead and check those out. We're going to continue to upload those as we go. Once we get to, I think, episode 60, we're going to start bringing in some of the other shows that we have, so then they're all congruent in the right time frame. And speaking of other shows, starting on Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, we have the first episode of Fables of Ukodor, DM'd by our very own Jason Russell of Critical Dice. Can't wait for that. I actually get to play. Eddie is also in that campaign as well.
So excited.
So yeah, it's going to be a pretty fun thing. It takes place in the first age of Ukodor, so it takes place about 4,000 years before this campaign right now. So that's really exciting stuff. And on the third Sunday of the month, the first episode of the Adventures in Middle-earth, which is dungeon mastered by, or lore mastered by, Chris Sizemore, who plays Hickfy on Origins as well. So lots of different shows happening. I am also bringing back Lore of Ukodor on Friday mornings at 10 a.m. Well, I'll be doing map making, answering questions, and all that sort of stuff. And you can view all of our events on our website. I've actually uploaded everything to the Google Calendar, so you can go ahead and take a look. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's the event. I just made it. There it is. So you can follow the link I just posted there, and you actually see a full scheduled calendar of days we are off and days we're on, and all the upcoming shows with some more information about each show as well.
So we're always on.
We're always on. Except for, we are actually taking the 25th of March off, which is new information to all of you as well, because I'll be on my way to GaryCon, and then we'll be doing some... We'll be doing some really fun, interesting like interviews and Q&A things and random streams at GaryCon, so pretty excited about that. But we'll pick right back up the following week. We have some really cool special guests that come following that as well, and we'll announce those later. But I've talked way too much. I'm done. Over it. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get ready for the next chapter of the Realm.
The Realm.
Realms of Ukodor.
Welcome to the realms of Ukodor.
And
Toy
welcome
boat.
back.
That's really hard to do.
It is hard.
So, last we left, the Lightbringers adventured all the way to the Kraken Cove on top of their dear friend Zook, piloted by Sindri. Along the way, they went across this deep abyss, and I believe Cerise noticed first, but Jeidobii and some of the other party members noticed as well, that there was some glowing gem-like shape coming closer and closer to the party sailing across this deep cavern. After some successful checks, Cerise was able to discern that this was a very, very large, I wrote down, Vikorak, which is a monstrous whale that has a kind of a glowing gem in like the back of its throat to bring in other creatures to swallow. So this almost mile-wide mouth came closer and closer, and the party held on tight as Zook started to pilot through the... dodging the tongue and dodging the teeth. Tallulah almost fell off, and I believe Torque almost fell off. We were able to dodge that creature. Zook took some serious damage, almost lost his back fin, but eventually the party was able to get to Kraken Cove, and Cerise and I think Seian and maybe someone else helped heal Zook so he wouldn't bleed out. Venturing into the cove, they realized that there was some sort of underwater cave above them. Zook was able to kind of hunker down low, tucked into his coral reef shell. Sindri said, "We're going to stay here as long as possible, but if anything crazy happens, we're getting out of Dodge." The party was able to emerge from this little underground lake, revealing several different islands with trash and boxes and chests and everything else in the space. Climbing ashore and kind of spreading out a little bit, like starting to bear down on that center island, Rakana revealed herself. Initially as kind of twirling water in the space, and then eventually revealing herself and attacking the trespassers and the druid who was trying to steal her gem. Upon fighting this creature, Cerise flew away to kind of get to safe distance, hovering over part of the pond where a giant behir, a snake-like dragon, flew out of the water, swallowing Cerise whole, landing on the shore and then eventually attacking Torque and the rest of the party. After some time, Denahi, sprinting towards a boulder on the side of the shore, initiating her scythe, leaping in the air, misty stepping across, and taking one fell swipe. that did a shit ton of damage. Did she crit? She crit too, didn't she?
She did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she crit, beheading the Behir in one shot. Decimated this creature. Down plopped the headless Behir. Out walked a slimy Cerise. The party continued to focus their attacks on Rakana. Eventually, Seian coming down hard with his is it a longsword? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's a long sword.
With his longsword cleaving Rakana in half. Upon her death and her body started to kind of decompose, Jeidobii walked closer, feeling the very similar jolt of energy being lifted off the ground 10, 15 feet in the air. His body started to sweat and become moist, and like water was pouring out of his body. This jolt of energy landing, learning a new spell. And Cerise saw this weird explosion come from this creature, and the mist of this gem started to come towards her face, and she instinctually covered her mouth and nose. But as it got close, kind of screamed and gasped, and as it gasped, the mist went inside of Cerise's nose, and she was gifted with a jolt of energy as well, and she has received the Water Ward gem, which gave her a boost with some things. And that's where we pick up.
Nice. Yeah. It'll get better. The same thing happened to me as well. You're good. Congratulations, Cerise.
Thanks.
You have a gem of your own.
No, I'm really one of you guys.
I mean, you've been one of us for a while now, but
Do you feel any different?
Well, there's definitely a distinct tickling in the back of my throat. But other than that, I don't know. Maybe I'm extra charming now?
I mean,
yes.
you've always
Definitely.
been charming.
Maybe I should give you two some space. I'll just be over here. Just
What?
don't worry about me.
What are you talking about?
What?
Jeidobii's already walking away. And he wants
Yeah, go ahead. He wants?
he wants to go check out those boxes that are all around us. Not stealthily.
Sure.
Looking for traps.
Do investigation.
We're looting the place, man.
Investigation. First roll. Let's see what happens. Not bad. 15, 16, 17, 18 total.
18 total. You start to dig through all these chests and things, checking for traps and making sure nothing is weird or strange. And as you do that and you look through, it's a lot of old like trinkets and things. So it looks like ships that might have been shipwrecked, and there's some sort of current that kind of pulls into the cove. So any of the ships that sink out here, and like a lot of that trash and stuff gets pulled into here, and maybe Rakana might have just like thrown that stuff on top. But you look for probably 30 minutes solid through all the different chests and things. Don't really find any items or weapons or anything like that that is of note. You do find 325 gold pieces and 50 silver. But other than that, that's about it.
Good shit. Copy.
Although on the other hand, gold is meaningless to us now.
I know. It's still fun to find.
It is.
You can add it to your collection.
Throw it on the pile.
This is your spending cash.
Our
No,
per diem.
we give that to Sindri.
There you go.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. How much are we paying Sindri?
350 gold. I'm kidding.
Where are you at?
Oh, I'm not.
Cerise,
Yes.
as Jeidobii leaves you and you kind of start to look around in some of the trash too, you do find a regular healing potion though.
Oh. Great. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm not feeling so hot after that. After that, it felt like a very weird battle, honestly.
Like
Is
maybe
everyone all
someone
right?
who wasn't totally like understanding you was.
Perhaps, I don't know. It just feels just strange. Anyway, I'm gonna go sit down for a little bit. Are we gonna be here for a minute, or are we trying to dip real quick?
I mean, Sindri wanted us to bail as soon as possible because he didn't want to hang out there because it is pretty dangerous with all the giant, crazy.
Right.
Super
Okay.
creepers.
I mean, we could get going. That's fine.
Before we go, do we need any heals? We feel okay?
I mean, I kind of regenerate myself over time.
Oh,
I feel like I'm so sad right now. I'm like,
Do you,
50-50.
Seian, do you want to drink my blood? Because I can heal you by doing
That
that.
I feel very uncomfortable at this suggestion.
It's fine. You don't have to do it. But I did it to Jeidobii, and Jeidobii healed a lot the last time.
I'll do it.
Don't remind me.
Denahi looks at you and says, "I'll do it."
Okay. I walk over to Denahi and I bring out
Shoot her with lasers?
my blade has to come out. I have to cut myself with something.
I think it
I'm
was
sure
already out, but yeah.
I'm sure I'm bleeding from somewhere already, but you know. And I do a very ceremonious slit across my palm.
Okay.
And
Oh, there's a lot of nerves there.
they do it in all the movies, so I'm gonna do it too.
What's a movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen these lantern shows.
Okay, and I like reach out for Denahi
Okay.
to take it,
She takes it.
and she gets to roll 1d20 plus her Constitution.
8 plus 3. 11.
Great, she gets 11 HP back. In a very cool way that's not like, healing word.
So excuse me.
I'm
sorry.
The only word I could just say something to you, but all right. Pew pew pew. Wow.
Denahi thanks you and looks over at Seian, and she's like, "I could use a heal."
Very well. Seian goes ahead and casts level 2 Cure Wounds on her.
Okay. Yeah, she was pretty rough. Now that I'm looking at her character sheet.
Yeah, I'm very rough.
Do you need a healing?
I mean, I think if we've decided that I sort of just get there over time, I don't know.
14.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself, I think.
Were you thinking about taking a short rest and then leaving, or are you just thinking about leaving?
Well, I wanted to take a short rest, but everyone else is ready to go, so I'm gonna stay silent and let them.
I'll rest.
That was 15 points to Denahi for that Cure Wounds.
Okay.
I just don't know if we want to keep leaving Sindri there, but a short rest might be good if we do have to. I mean,
I need to drink another potion, I think.
Anyone else for heals?
Sure.
Okay. Another one on Torque as well.
Okay. So as you're taking some time,
How
That'll
many
be 14 for Torque.
14 for Torque. Got it. I mean, pretty much as Jeidobii is kind of digging around things and everyone's healing, I mean, you're gonna be here for a minute, so you could take a short rest while you're searching.
Oh,
and,
well, Jesus.
so you
Alright.
can.
It's entirely up to.
I'm just saying
up to
the amount of
Luna
the
and
amount of
Cerise.
time that you're kind of resting and just looking around. That's not a strenuous activity, so that could be like you're relaxing and scavenging, and they're walking around healing each other. It takes time, so if you want to expend hit dice or get back any spell slots or items or anything from a short rest, you can do that.
let's do it.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to Seian because again I haven't taken my eyes off him. And I'm just gonna kind of put my hand gingerly like on his shoulder, like, that was a good finishing blow. Thanks for your help.
Of course, my friend. Forgive me, I don't normally lose my temper like that, but when I saw the devastation that thing was causing, I could not let it continue.
I see. Well, I'm glad you are here. Jeidobii will still keep an eye on him because there is another red flag, but yes.
Anger issues. Got it. Check.
Not anger issues, trust issues, not anger.
Got it.
After that, he's going to, I'll walk up to Cerise. How are you feeling after that whole almost being digested situation.
Man, there's just so much that's come at me today. I feel like it's just been a long day, you know? I mean, but think about it, right? Like, we started the day with, like, talking about our happiest memories, and then we met that Rakshasa, and he, like, kissed my hand, and that was really weird. And then we, like, he also knew who I was, and then we tried to save my family with the gate, and we saw, like, a face and a hand come through, and that was extremely upsetting. And then I got digested. Oh, we almost got eaten by the whatever those things, the giant anglerfish. That was upsetting. And then getting digested. But then that gem went just like, all
while she is
coming at me. It's just,
all while she is talking right to me, I'm just like rubbing her back, like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
girl.
I'm trying to remember. Did Seian actually see the anglerfish, or did he only just get vague descriptions?
I think
we were in its mouth pretty much.
you
so
saw the
definitely
angler whale is what you saw.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's not a fish.
Yes,
It's
forgive
whale.
me. The whale. Yes.
The mountain with
where
teeth.
like the uvula was the glowing lure.
Denahi, as you're kind of having this mild panic attack, Denahi walks up and says it quietly, so maybe Jeidobii might hear it. But she says, "I understand, Cerise. We'll save your family." And she kind of turns and walks away.
When did she get the accent? I love it.
Okay. Well,
It's okay.
I think this actually puts like Cerise starts brooding about that, but does not say anything.
So, DM, I already like went to one of the islands and checked the boxes and things.
Yep.
Would you say that that roll that I made was for all the boxes?
It was
and
for
everything?
for all of it. Yeah.
Okay, copy.
And there was nothing secretive, nothing like hidden behind things. It was really just like trash that gets washed up on shore or brought up, and if there was
Lock
anything
them
of
and jet them.
so if there was anything of note, she probably would have taken it and maybe sold it or got rid of it, or someone else did or something.
I'm gonna look around this cavern that we're in. Is there anything that I like missed? Like maybe other
Do a perception
like,
check since you're doing that.
doorways or something, archways, more holes.
Me too.
Okay.
And 12,
Ooh,
12, 30,
23.
23.
18 for me.
18. So Jeidobii, you look around, you don't see anything of note, anything that sticks out. It's just a plain kind of cavern. Torque, as you look up, as you're sitting here resting, you kind of lean back and and you kind of look up, and as you look, you see something move, and you kind of start to squint, and you see several things that look to be moving on the ceiling, but it's past your vision because like there's kind of the light from the torches doesn't go too high. So you can't see the ceiling in super clear detail, so there is some things crawling around on the ceiling, but you can't identify what it is. Only you see this, Torque, by the way.
Can anyone here have better vision than me?
I look up.
Perception check.
I mean, it's kind of dark up there. I don't really.
Do my casual plus 17.
I don't really see much. I think it's just a dark cavern up there.
25.
25. You see a little bit more detail than what Torque saw, but the best way to describe it is like the Predator. So you see three things crawling around, but you don't actually see the shape, but you see a disturbance in whatever the rock formation is on the ceiling. So whatever it is, it's invisible or something like that.
Something is watching us.
Does it seem aggressive?
It's definitely... do a nature check. Yeah.
Can I start looking at this
Nature.
too?
Ooh, plus 0. Here we go. 15.
15.
Damn.
It's
nature.
It's not aggressive right now.
22.
22. It's not aggressive right now, but the motions that it's doing, it's aware of your presence, and it looks like
It's on alert.
It's on
Yeah?
alert, but it also looks like they might be getting in different positions. Like they're not aggressive yet, but they do seem to
Can I tell that they're animal-like or humanoid-like?
Definitely animal-like, creature-like. Has
Animal-like.
multiple legs, maybe 4 to 6 legs, maybe more.
Fuck
than that.
it.
Ah!
What are you doing?
You can't. There's no way you can reach up there. It's about 100, 200 feet up above you.
Oh, it's that far.
Yeah, it's high.
Oh,
Is it 100 or 200?
Different places. Sometimes it's 100, sometimes it's 2.
it's a cavern, you know.
It's a cavern.
It's an average of 150. Okay.
What do you see?
I can't tell. There's
There's
something up there.
some sort of invisible creatures up top, 200, maybe 100 feet away. Can't really tell.
As she
Points me.
as she says, invisible creatures. Anybody proficient in animal handling or nature?
Yes.
I am.
Yes.
If you're
No.
proficient in either one of those, you can roll a check.
What if I cast True Sight? Or somebody with a True Sight gem?
Natural 20 plus 7.
You could.
Wow.
Ooh.
Well, I still want to give my low number.
What's your
I still want to get my load up.
So give me a second.
23
I-
nature.
I got a
Seven.
16.
17.
17 still works. So the three of you, as you're looking up, as she says, like invisible creature, you look up. It looks like they're giant phase spiders. Is what they look like.
Oh,
Fey
shit.
spiders?
Phase spiders.
Phase spiders.
So they're spiders that go invisible and go uninvisible. But you only see 3 right now, but the cavern is very big, so there's a chance there might be a lot more.
God, it's always spiders.
The player wants
Is
to
it?
fight them. I want
It
to
is
fight
with Solo.
Really?
Has to be spiders.
I don't think I want to be in here anymore.
Shall we
That's-
go? Have we seen?
Seian draws his sword and acts as a barrier between them. It's probably time to leave.
I do
Yeah,
not
that's
object.
what I was saying.
I can
Yeah.
take them.
I follow what the group wants to do.
Oh my god, Jeidobii.
Let's leave, Vine. Let's go.
Let's go. Keep moving.
Yeah.
Go,
I-
go!
I jump in the water. Is that how we got in here?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, I jump in the water.
So
I walk in the water and I still I'm gonna have everyone jump in there or whatever, but I still watch Seian.
So everyone jumps in the water. Jaidobie's the last to enter the water. Seian, your dragon jumps back into your pack. You all swim down. Jeidobii in the rear, and gets eaten by a spider. No, I'm just kidding. You get down and you do see Sindri still there with Zook. Oh, you guys are okay then, huh?
Yeah, how are you? How are you doing? What do we miss?
Nothing yet. I think we're okay. We saw a Bahir come by, and you are still alive, so I think you killed it?
That same Bahir ate Cerise. Can you believe it? Small world.
Did it poop you out? What's going
No,
on?
Denahi decapitated it.
Oh,
Yes.
It was very efficient.
Well,
I'm fine.
It was
Thanks.
kind of hot, actually, but we don't need to talk
From-
about that.
From that earlier animal handling check, would I have known enough about the phase spider to know if it can swim?
yeah, it does have a swimming distance. It's not a aquatic creature, but it can breathe underwaters, and it can swim. So it definitely should.
So we may want to get out of here hastily.
all right,
Let's
Sindri,
go.
we're all set.
Why is that, Saiyan?
Do you like spiders?
All right, let's go. Zook! He's like, Zook, come on! And Zook's like yawning. And starts to climb out. Zook, fuck, let's go! Eventually he does come out and Zook starts to take off. Everyone do a perception check for me.
Perception check.
24.
24.
Dice jail, I'm mad.
29.
29.
Natural 1.
14.
21. Oh, 22, excuse me.
Oh,
Nice.
Good.
it was right there
By
on
the
the
way-
22.
So
Okay.
thank you, Critical Dice. These have been treating me well tonight.
So anybody over a 13, as Zook kind of clears the cave and starts to head back towards the abyss and then heading right back to town. And it's moving very quickly, but you all have ridden Zook enough where you don't need to make a deck save. You're able to get into a good nook, kind of buckle down and hold on to something. But
I'm in the safest nook. just like the safest nook.
But those of you, like I said, 13 or above, you see swimming behind you at a rapid pace, it's starting to gain on you just a little bit, are 2 more Bahirs that are swimming behind you.
Boo.
Does anybody have any big spells? Big spells.
Jeidobii thinks for a second. Let me think. So I'm just gonna see what I have.
Okay.
If they get closer,
Is it too dark to see
If
them?
only he didn't pregame so well. I mean, no, I'm kidding.
How far apart are these Bahirs from each other?
About 50 feet, maybe.
They're 50 feet apart?
Yeah, and they're about 100 feet behind you. In closing. Even with
Okay.
Zook moving as fast as he does.
Yeah, they're fast. Denahi, big spell.
She's thinking too. Cerise, any ideas? Well, let's think about this. I mean, most of my spells are either like centered on me or let me think. Healing.
They didn't seem keen to listen last time, but if they get within 60 feet, I can command them to stop.
Oh, I
Well,
could try and teleport us. I don't know if I can teleport Zook though. So
Let's try this. I take out my my warden staff and it starts to glow like this vibrant blue and it like shines like a star. And I go, "No!" And I will use my new ability, Tsunami, on both of them. So it's a 50-foot long, 50-foot high, like 50-foot thick, like just wave of water, and it just pushes them. They would have to like make a strength save against my wave.
but they're already in the water.
I know, but
I
I'm
guess it's
pushing the water away.
It's like force water, yeah.
Yeah.
So, one has got a 22.
No, fuck that one.
Does that save? I know your save is high.
22 saves.
Okay.
What about the second?
21.
21 fails. They are going to be pushed away with the wave, and they are going to take 6d10 damage.
Do it. Okay.
While I'm doing this, anyone else want to do anything?
Denahi's going to shoot a lightning bolt.
Go
Good
for
job.
it, D!
That's a dex save. That's a 21 and a 20, and they both fail.
Sick.
13d6. Jesus.
It's a mighty one.
40
Mighty
points
spell.
of bludgeoning damage by the wave.
Okay. So, let's see. So 13d6. So we're going to do 10d6. 39. What did I say? 13? D6? Jesus. Why doesn't she do that more often? God. Okay. What was your damage, Jeidobii?
40 points of damage, and the Bahir is caught and grappled and restrained within the wave, and he is pushed back about 30 feet.
So you watched the furthest one out, the one you actually hit with the wave. The other one dodged it and kept coming, but they both took the lightning damage. So the one that's still following you is hurt, but it's still closing. The other one, you see it get pushed back, and as the water settles down, you see his body kind of like the remnants of the shocking, and it's just kind of floating there.
Cool.
Non-responsive.
I'm gonna yell out, I'm surprised that a Bahir can be hurt by with lightning, but let's go with it. Good.
Okay.
Interesting. Yes.
Can
Great.
Everybody.
How are we not all electrified? We're in water, right?
Can everybody make a dexterity saving throw for me?
Let's go.
Dex save.
Oh man.
14.
What's going on?
14.
Woo! Unnatural 20.
14.
Oh, there we go.
19 for me.
19. Okay.
18.
So 14 was the lowest.
I guess so.
Okay. So as you all are kind of focused on the back as this Bahir comes closer, and as it comes closer, it doesn't look like the other Bahir that you all killed. The one that you killed was blue. This Bahir that is now up close to you is a black Bahir. So it's slightly different than the other one. And you watch as its mouth opens up, and you see this weird black ball start to form of like this almost like necrotic energy. And as it's about to shoot out at you, you watch, and a giant mouth closes, and you see one of those large whales come up and grab it and pull it down, and you all skate out.
As I see that, I say to the huge whale who doesn't understand me, "Thank you."
Thank you.
So
There's always the bigger fish.
There's
Don't worry,
always a
guys.
bigger fish.
Whale.
So you take a few more hours to eventually get back to Sodore. You do see the very pleasant, welcoming, bluish teal dome that engulfs the city. You hit the jet stream and come through, following the main thoroughfare. And
Ride it, dude!
Zook brings you back to right outside the heightened spire. Well, I think I'm good for a while. If you want to clear up, money's owed, I'll still help you guys, but just give me a few days to sleep, if that's okay. Oh, what just happened? And welcome back. So, as you land and Sindri was speaking to all of you, I'm glad I was able to help you all get the things that you needed to get. If you need anything, like I said, just give me a few days and I'll be able to maybe help you with, things that you need.
Yeah, cool.
You found some money that we probably owe you.
Yes.
By all means.
Are you just gonna say anything, or are you gonna give it to him, Tallulah?
I don't know. I'm not the one who found it.
Well, I don't have it. It's all in the bag of holding.
Who has the bag of holding?
I look at Torque.
Here's 400.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Cool. That was it. Well, I think you're gonna have a lot of time to rest, my
What
friend.
just happened there?
I think you're gonna have a lot of time to rest, my friend. We may be leaving on the morrow, so thank you
Well, good luck.
for all your help. Really appreciate it.
Thank you
And
for the
I'm gonna-
passage.
I'm gonna swim up to Zook. I'm gonna kind of pet him. Thanks, friend. I'm gonna miss you.
Sorry, Zook was sneezing.
Did it get on me? I was in front of his face.
Yes.
Thanks, Quick! Oh,
Oh,
Turtle
oh.
snot.
Like that scene in Jurassic Park where
Yeah, he nuzzles you.
Ed rubs his snot all over you.
Stay safe, buddy. And I'm gonna swim up to the group. Before we go, I think maybe we should stop by the spire and give Dakato an update on everything, and then maybe we can rest for the night. To get our
Yeah.
bearings.
I
That
would
sounds
like-
good. And more ale.
Sacks of
Slow
ale.
down.
More
Always
sex
more
ale.
I hit the sack out of his hand. Slow down on the freaking sax talk.
Why?
Because, just because.
So, I suppose the next place we're gonna go is the fire ward?
The fire, yes.
Ooh.
The last elemental ward before our big day.
Denahi's eyes get all big.
I'm like, but
And
do,
then
do we need to go there? I mean, really need. I mean, maybe we'll do it later. You know?
Jeidobii
Cerise, we
snapped out of
can't
his.
do that later.
Okay.
You know you can't do it later.
I
know.
kinda... No, go ahead, Tallulah.
I know it's quite traumatic for you, but you are with new people who will protect you, And I think it'll be okay. Right?
I can assure you, while you're in my protection, no harm will come to you.
Okay, but it is an elemental plane of fire. Okay.
Yes,
It's
fire's
fine.
no problem. It's easy.
Have you been there?
To the fire ward.
Yes, you.
I have not been there myself, no. But I've heard stories.
Well, I've been there.
Stories like what, Seian?
I hear it's somewhere very dangerous. And I think that you'd do well to have my protection.
Is there anything we need to know about protecting ourselves? Does anyone know?
I would like immunity to fire before we go in there, personally.
There is such a thing, though it does not last for a long time. It's kind of short. But I'll have that in mind.
We should go look for items that can protect us from fire.
I've actually been thinking on it. And quick interjection before I continue. Party, would you say that we're swimming and talking on our way to the spire, or?
Yeah.
He dropped you off
Okay,
right
cool.
in front of the spire, so if you wanted to go to the spire, you're already there.
Oh, perfect. Then we're just kind of talking in front of the spire then. But Cerise, I totally understand how you feel, and you know I definitely remember the stories you shared with us. And I've been thinking on it, and I actually may have a gift to give that could protect you from any possible flames. I feel that when we arrive there, I feel like it may be in a safe area.
It's a lot of
But
confidence.
But just in case, of course, we're better safe than sorry. I can give you a little something if you like.
Yes.
Is there anywhere safe in the fire ward?
Yeah.
I've never been, but there's always a safe bubble anywhere you go. Like
That's-
here, we're
again-
in a city of safety.
That's not where we landed. I do want to remind you, we did
That's
not land.
true. We did not land here. Perhaps we should
It's-
ask Takato. Maybe he knows.
This is definitely within the things that I'm in my list of things to ask the costume.
Ah, yes, your to-do scroll.
I take out this scroll and I open it and it just like kind of disappears into the
Jeidobii
distance.
to list.
My to-do scroll, yeah. This thing is handy. Put it back in my belt.
Ooh, that is a
Um,
neat trick.
Thank you. I don't know what I would do without it. But yes, that's definitely a part of the things I want to ask Takato. And also, we did not have our portals into the other dimensions back when I would vamp us in different wards.
That's true. Yes.
So I can vamp us back to our island tomorrow, or today. I think I might have power to do it.
We'll
We
check
should-
tomorrow.
we should rest here.
Yeah, sorry, I'm thinking out loud. I'm trying to. I promise you that I would say everything that I'm thinking, and now it's just. I'm sorry. It's a lot. I think a lot. But yeah. So that, and I stop talking because I get paranoid.
He talks a lot too.
Shut up, talk. I'm gonna swim to the Aspire doors.
Okay. So you swim over to the fire doors, enter the spire. You do see Takato standing next to his son Varus, who picks up young Nyx, and they actually walk out of the room towards the back. But Takato is sitting there, looking puzzled at the moment, but is there.
Puzzled at our arrival, or just in general?
No, he hasn't noticed you yet. He's just.
Oh, ouch. That's cool. And when we swim into the area, there's no water on the inside of the spire, right? It's like we're just kind of like.
The water level comes and goes. Right now, there is no water. So remember, they could raise or lower
Yeah.
the water. So right now, as you walk through the doorway, it's like, and then now you're in like an air bubble.
Okay. As I walk in, I like kind of just like do my druid craft to like just get all the water off of me, and it's kind of like goes in all directions.
Okay.
How does armor fare coming in and out of water?
What do you mean? Like, are you
Like-
sopping wet?
Like, well, are we resting? Is Seian resting? Like, what is?
Is he rusting? No.
I'm resting.
I think magical armor is okay.
No, these handles water well.
Great. Just thinking out loud.
And
Looking at my leather armor underwater. Just seeing.
Jeidobii,
And-
it's good to see you alive. You bring news, perhaps? Good news would
Yes.
be very welcome right now.
Why do you say that?
We received news that the gate that leads to the fire ward has been compromised.
Compromised?
Jeez.
Yes, compromised.
Which gate, Takato?
The main gate that gets to like the pathway that gets to the city, to Korath. There is a. Well, are you planning on doing your final druid quest
Of course I am.
soon or later?
Soon.
Like tomorrow?
Oh, well, King Rokos is the creature you need to seek to complete your quest. He possesses the dual ruby stones of the fire ward.
Duel.
King Rokos. Can you spell Rokos for me?
R-O-K-O-S.
Dual fire gems.
So there's 2 gems in the fire ward.
Yes, which makes him even more powerful than any of the other foes that you have fought.
Do you know what happened to the gate?
He is trying to bring an army through it, I believe.
For what reason?
Destruction, conquest, it's kind of part of his nature.
And he's bringing them here?
I don't know where he's bringing them. No, not here, but he's probably bringing them to the material plane. I don't know if he's connected with Victor or not, but
Interesting.
a fire giant army is not good in the material plane.
Fire
No.
giant.
Oh, yes, he is a fire giant.
King Rokos is a fire giant.
Yes. He's the king of the... He claims to be the king of all the giants. He's kind of an asshole. But, yes, he's hell-bent on conquest. He was banished to the Fire Ward many years ago, and somehow is... Maybe with the obtainment of the gems, he's strong enough to push through the portal. I don't know.
How did he come by 2?
I mean, there are 2 in the Fire Ward. There were 2 wardens of that. Of all the different wards you go to, that is probably the most dangerous. So we would traditionally have more than one warden protecting the ward.
I see.
But
And
this,
they've
What-
both fallen.
yes,
Why is it more dangerous than the other wards?
it's the Fire Ward.
It's ow. It's big ouch.
I mean, besides the creatures that walk around the Fire Ward, the different fire giants and other fire-breathing creatures, and then you have the devils and everything else that kind of peel out of the city of Korath.
There are Wait, DM. would-
Rakshas are devils.
Rakshasas are fiends,
Oh, they're.
but still, same theory. Was that?
DM, would I be familiar with the knowledge of demons in the fire ward, or is this new?
We've had a brief conversation about this, yes. But so Ducato kind of leans in, and he sees like the puzzled looks on your faces. The city of Korath is the bridge between the Fire Ward and the Hells. You enter the Hells of Ukodor through a gate inside of the city of Korath. So the city of Korath is occupied by tieflings and fiends and devils and other creatures of that sort. So the Fire Ward as a whole is not a fun place to be.
Do you know of any way of protecting ourselves?
Other than not going, no.
A spell or a salve or something to spread on yourself.
Yeah, you could find items that would help give you some sort of fire resistance, maybe. That would be helpful, especially if you plan on fighting King Rokos. I mean, he's a fire giant, so he will deal fire damage.
Hmm.
I see.
Are there? So is the plane like? Are there parts of the plane where you are just in fire?
The entire ward is. What's the best example to give this? If you imagine, have you been to the Earth Ward, for example?
Mm-hmm.
You imagine how much space is occupied by the Earth Ward. The same thing is occupied by obsidian and lava rock and all sorts of treacherous terrain, which is surrounded by pools and rivers of lava. If you don't show up in the right spot, you could land yourself in the lava, which I would not suggest, even with some fire resistance.
Right, so it's like being outside of the city. Oh,
Yes.
fuck.
But as he says that, Denahi kind of sits back for a second and has a memory of falling in the lava. Way back when.
Does she say anything about it, or is she just thinking
No.
about it? Okay.
She just thinks about it.
Well then.
How do we know that she's doing that?
Ducato.
I'm just telling you.
Fuck, there goes a pencil,
the
Ducato.
keywords.
It's gone. Gone forever.
Well,
Ducato.
you can't do this quest without the pencil. You might as well just fuck off.
Tell me that. Watch your mouth, Ducato. Is
Yes,
it...
there are children present.
Are there?
Thank you.
I'm not a child.
Should we disguise
Forgive me.
for us to... Are there other beings other than tieflings and things there? Will we blend in, or should we...
Are you wanting to go to the city, or are you just wanting to complete your quest and leave?
I feel like we have to go to the city to face this fire giant and
He's
everything.
not in the city. I said that from the beginning.
Sorry.
He's outside of the city at the gate to the fire ward. It is not the gate to the city. It's about 10 miles between the gate and the city. I can get you close to the gate, but I cannot get you to the actual city.
So, Ducato, we have... I'm not sure if we've mentioned this to you, but we have recently found the lost city of
Valari?
Valari.
Valari.
And there we actually have portals as doorways where we can simply walk into another dimension. That's what we did to come here. There's a water door.
I am
We walk
familiar. I
through
am
it.
familiar with this gate. I helped build this gate, actually.
So are you saying if we were to use that same doorway to walk into the fire ward, it would either boot us out or we would be face to face with this fire giant?
So, if you walk through the gate in your city, you will go through the gate that he is trying to walk out of. Not that he's trying to go into your city, but that's the same gate. That it's like a two-way street. I can get you close. I will have to manually take you there, but I can take you there and then get the fuck out of Dodge. But I can take you there. Close.
Is this the same gate he's sending his army?
Yes. But I believe he is sending his army to the material plane.
Where were the two wardens of the fire ward? Where would they be located? Their people, their village. Where could we locate their village, their helpers?
I mean, there was a village outside of the gate. I mean, they were there to protect the gate. That was their purpose. To keep things from going in or out of that gate.
So they didn't even. Are you saying that they didn't even have like a place of operation? They would just...
If they had a village or a camp, they would be right outside that gate. It's been many years since I've been there,
I see.
so I don't know what you are walking into,
I see.
to be frank.
And when you say you can get as close to the gate,
About 2 miles outside of the gate.
would that be 2 miles closer to the city or 2 miles away from the city from the gate?
2 miles away from the city.
Okay.
I mean, do you have business in the city, or do you just curious?
I mean, I, for one, and I look towards the team as I'm saying this, I, for one, will feel better for us to go to the city first to see if we can get more information from certain people there. Anything that would help us to fight this army. If we're going to be fighting an army, I don't want just to pop up and be like, all right, let's go to the army now. Like, I want to...
He doesn't have an army yet. He's trying to get the gate open, and then he will call his army. His army is not specifically in the ward. He has people in other places, so he's trying to get himself and some of his close followings to get through the gate.
What's keeping him from walking through? What powers are keeping him from...
I mean, he was banished to the ward, so
Yes.
there is a magical barrier that will prevent him from walking through the gate for now. But I don't know how long that will hold without the wardens there to protect it.
Do you happen to know, and I apologize if you've mentioned this already, but it's just a lot of information that I'm trying to soak. How long ago... How long ago did the Druids fall?
I just received this information an hour ago. I do not know to what extent. All I know is that he is on the approach to the gate, and the defenses have been weakened. That's all I know. But if you're asking my opinion, I don't believe there's anyone who gives two fucks about the wardens in that city. That city is full of lawful and evil creatures. They have nothing to do with what we are trying to do and protect. You can go there, by all means, please go there, but you go there at your own risk. You could get caught up in things that may not be ideal. And I know you have other pressing matters you are working on as well.
There are always pressing matters, I've learned.
Indeed.
You just have to prioritize these pressing matters. All right. Well, that's definitely something to chew on. I appreciate this. Also, the news that I will hopefully put you on a lighter boat.
Yes, good news, please.
One, we have completely taken out Azuko. He will not be coming back ever again.
Thank you.
No, it was a team effort, and I just kind of like looked down at the floor because of the whole situation. And then I say to him, also, I'm not sure if it was like an important landmark, but I kind of completely destroyed the Ghostly Vanguard. I hope that's okay.
You probably freed hundreds of lost sailors, so you have people at your death, apparently.
They seemed grateful.
They seem grateful, but I just want you to know that you might want to wipe it off your world map. It's no longer there. But it was, yeah.
Okay.
I think
I have the gem now.
Yeah, that was it. That was the last thing I was going to say. And I just kind of like point at Cerise like, and here's the water gem right here. She's it now.
You killed Rakana that quickly. So
yeah, it was close.
You know, it was actually a pretty easy fight.
It
Well,
wasn't pleasant.
Cerise was almost digested.
It was not pleasant. And also that water thing she did at the end hurt all of us pretty bad.
Yeah.
It was pretty rough.
It was a very fast battle. I don't know if I'd say it was an easy battle.
I mean, to be fair,
Yeah.
you guys hit hard as fuck. So let's just be
We
fair. You rolled really nice.
Let's just say I didn't sweat until after the whole tsunami situation. Like I wasn't sweating in that fight.
Right, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yes. Then you have completed your quest here. The last piece of your puzzle is that the fire ward. I imagine you want to rest first.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a part of the plan. We're not going anywhere right now.
Well,
I'm tired. I'm tired.
do what you need to do. Rest up. Perhaps check some of these stores and locations here to pick up maybe some items. See me in the morning, and I will help you get there.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I'll like look at his son, and I'll just kind of like give like a knowing nod.
His son walked out. Remember?
Oh nope, I forgot. Oh well, I just do it to air. I look at the air and go.
Well, I guess he's also the heir.
A parent. Oh.
I go for kind of like a druidic handshake to Ducato, and then I'll head out.
Okay.
All right.
You're not gonna do it back? Really?
I wasn't looking at your camera. I'm sorry. Film it again. Do you have something to say, Talk? Tallulah has it. I like put my hand up for a high five.
Oh no, I did the what I imagine a
Arena
djinn,
or something.
a djinn does.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
you say your goodbyes. You head out of the heightened spire, and where are you guys going?
Do we want to go look at the shops? What time of day is it? One.
Well,
it's
There's no sun.
yeah. There's no sun. It's towards the end of the day because you left in the morning, went there, did your thing, came back. It's if you want to call it a time like 4:30, 5 o'clock. Shops are still open if you want to do something before you go to bed.
Do we want to go check out the king's father-in-law's shop? I forget what it's called.
The bubbling flask.
The bubbling flask. See if they
Yeah.
have like potions of resist fire or maybe magical
but-
items.
Fire's no problem for me, but perhaps we should find something to take care of those of us who may not be so inclined.
People
Yeah.
whose wings have burned off in the past, for example.
Oh, that sounds awful.
And you just hear in the back, just like a when she says that.
Hypothetical.
Oh.
It was the worst week of my life. For many reasons. Anyway, let's go.
I'm following Tallulah and Cerise wherever they wish to go, and
Okay.
of course, I'm also keeping a watchful eye on our new friend.
Okay. So you head over to the bubbling flask, and you see I lost his name. Varcado, the grandfather, walking out of his shop, and he's like closing the door. Oh, my friends, you have come back. I am leaving for the day, but is there something that is pressing for right now that you need?
We're leaving for the fire ward tomorrow, and anything
Oh.
that could give us resistance to fire that you could sell to us, or we could
Well,
get.
I don't have any sort of potions of fire resistance, but perhaps if you go to perhaps if you go to the general store or maybe the armor smith, they might have some items for you. I do apologize.
Yes. Yes.
That's all right.
I mean, I suppose it makes sense that it wouldn't be a high in demand item here.
No, not in the water, no.
Well, it was also nice to meet you. We'll be leaving tomorrow. I don't know when we'll be back next.
Well, good luck. Stay safe.
Don't know when I'll be back again.
And do come back and visit us sometime.
Yeah, I've rather enjoyed my time here in the Water Ward.
DM,
It's a joke. I died.
just a quick memory thing. Varkato was the father of Azuko, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
And the
Okay.
daughter that was killed.
Right.
It was
And-
me making
and he-
thousands of different names and didn't even realize that Varkato and her husband, his stepson, is
Yeah.
Dakato.
Very
Dakato.
confusing.
Just like
Um,
Azuko and Zook.
do I still see the head of his son anywhere in here? Because he like put his head on a
Well,
spike.
it's on a spike inside, but you can like peek in the window and you still see it mounted.
Okay. Before I leave, I'll just say, Varkato, I just want you to know that that head is definitely the last of Azuko. We found and destroyed his phylactery, so he will not be a bother to anyone else ever again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course.
He smiles
And
and looks at all of you.
And I'm gonna trying to like kind of like glaze over the fact that it's kind of fucked up that you have your son's head on a spike. I'm just gonna glaze over there, and I'm just gonna try to like give him like a warm hug before I head out.
As you give him a warm hug, he feels that vibration from you, that you're judging him secretly. He whispers in your ear. He's like, "My son died a long time ago. That is not my son." And he pats you on the back and then walks away.
Wow, that shit was deep. I nod and I swim out.
Okay. So where do you guys want to head?
General
Let's head
store?
to the general
Okay.
store.
Bottom of the sea. So you take some time and head over to the general store. You do see Bibble inside, fiddling with stuff.
Before we walk in, I say to the group, Cerise, now that you have a gem, it should be crafted into something so you can use it, yes?
Well, I don't know. Unless I sneeze it out,
Yeah,
I don't think it's.
yeah. She
Oh, right, She
ingested.
absorbed it. She
Yeah.
absorbed it.
Yeah.
Right. Never mind.
Good idea, Talk, but you know.
Not such a good idea.
Well, Torque, your gems are in your. Yeah. So
Bracers?
yeah, the earth gems were just made of something different, so then it fit for that. But yeah, I think
Right.
everyone else has ingested their gems, and Denahi's went into her chest, I believe. I can't remember.
Yeah. Yep.
What?
I don't have a gym.
Okay.
Anyway,
Well, there's
moving
two.
on.
Well, Seian doesn't have one either.
No,
Seian just got here.
Anyway,
Not here.
so
he
as
hasn't earned a gem yet.
as you enter in, you see your Kutoa friend Bibble. Oh, you're back again, huh? You want to buy some stuff? Are you making fun of me? Double prices.
No,
Do you
no
have
friend.
any? Do you have any fire resistance items, potions?
Why do you need that? You're in the water.
Because we're going to the fire ward tomorrow, and I don't.
Why would you do that? That's silly.
For the same reason we're going to all the elemental planes.
You guys are weird.
Yeah,
just-
you should talk.
Let me check. And he,
Let me remind you, Bibble, that we went out of our way to try to get you out of your debt. So
you did
remember
it.
that.
You did it for a price. You didn't do it for free.
Is your debt paid?
Is whatever I gave you paid for? Yes. Let me look. He goes and he
Yeah,
kind
you go. You take your time and you go look, Bibble.
he opens up a chest. And in the chest, he opens it up, and there's like a burst of like, almost like fungal spores or like dust opens up, and you see a few items, like a few bags and crates and things start to float up, and he picks it up and he shoves something across, and he brings up a little, like a bag that's kind of tied at the top, and he sets it down, and he brings out a little box, and in the little box, he opens up, he's like, all right, I have a ring of fire resistance, I have a necklace of fire resistance, and I have a leather, I believe it's studded leather, armor of fire resistance. These are the fire resistance things I have.
Well, I think we'll definitely take the necklace and the ring.
Must you attune to these items?
That is then a follow-up question.
Let's see, the armor, no. The ring. The ring, no. The necklace, yes.
Interesting. Hmm.
How much is the ring?
The ring is 500 gold pieces.
How much are all of the items?
The necklace is 700, and the leather armor is the 1200 gold pieces. And as you look at the leather armor, it looks very similar to one that you're wearing, Cerise. But it's obviously the color is slightly different, but it is studded leather armor. Seems to be the similar strength, the additional strength to the armor.
And there's room for wings in the back.
It's magical armor. It will fit whoever is wearing it for whatever purposes.
Convenient.
Rings or tails, I believe, yes. 4 arms, maybe. You have 4 arms? No, you all have 2 arms? Okay.
Just checked.
If I don't have to attune to it, the ring would be perfect.
So, you want the ring?
I'll take the leather then.
Alright.
I would like the necklace.
Alright. And the ring as well?
Yes.
Yep. We'll take the lot.
Okay. So please mark down that amount of gold, which is 2,400 gold pieces.
So, Cerise, just so I'm clear, you're getting a ring of fire resistance, you're getting a necklace of fire resistance, and you're getting armor of fire resistance?
No, Tallulah.
Well, they're not all for me.
Tallulah's getting the necklace, Torque's getting the ring, and she's getting the leather.
I look at Torque. Torque, doesn't your necklace give you fire resistance, or am I wrong?
It's resistant, yes.
Yes, you do have fire resistance already.
So I don't need it.
So you can give the ring to probably Jeidobii.
Jeidobii or Seian, yeah.
I don't need it.
Do you already resist
No need
fire?
for me.
No.
Oh, so we
I
don't
have
even
no
need
problem
it at all.
And is Denahi also, because being a tiefling?
Yeah, Denahi's resistant. Jeidobii is not, unless he has.
I have things.
Magic things?
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you want, you could save the spell slots.
No, I'm okay. Thank you, though, Cerise. I appreciate you caring for me.
There's no attunement to the ring either, by the way.
But if you wear
Well, then maybe Tallulah should get the ring and not have to worry about the attunement, and then we can leave the necklace if you don't want to get
I
it.
forgot I have the necklace of resistance. It's fire
Sorry. I
repellent.
thought it was the opposite way. Yeah, I'll take the ring.
Okay.
If the ring is non-attunement, I'll take
So
that.
you don't want the necklace?
I guess not.
All right.
Well, the necklace is. What else does this necklace do?
That's it.
That's it.
Yes. It looks pretty.
Mm.
It matches your red eyes, Tallulah.
Sure. So does the ring.
Was that weird?
I guess. I don't know. I didn't know my eyes were red.
I thought your pupils were red, but maybe never mind.
All right.
Yes, and.
So do you want the necklace or not?
No.
Here's your 600 gold pieces back.
Thank you.
Alright. Who's marking that down?
Not me.
We spent 1,800.
Alright.
And
I'll take the ring.
you guys can do a perception check if you want.
Ooh, natural.
Nat
26.
26 as well.
Plus 6 or whatever, so yeah, 26.
14.
14. So everyone except for Jeidobii and Denahi notice as he hands you back, and he says 600 gold pieces, but you paid 700 for the necklace.
Excuse me.
What?
Dearest Bibble.
What's wrong?
You didn't give us back all our money.
You're making fun. You're making fun of me, so it's a harassment fee.
I'm not making fun of you.
I'll show you harassment.
I'm telling you, you need to give us back our money.
Intimidation check.
Oh, with fucking pleasure.
Show him your fangs! Show him your fangs!
23.
I'm very intimidated. Here's your 100 gold pieces back.
It was a pleasure doing business with you. I walk out of the shop.
I follow them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So where are we off to now, ladies?
I put on the ring.
I'll put on the armor later. Shove it in my bag of holding.
I have
the-
to figure out. I have to figure out which finger it fits on.
Lizzie, out of
Yes.
curiosity, because I think I missed it. What kind of armor is it? Is it leather armor?
Yeah,
Studded leather armor.
Copy.
studded leather armor.
Copy
Wow,
that.
we match.
Similar to what she's wearing.
Yeah. So if you do swipe it out, I don't have the item on me right now, so just keep what you have, but you don't get the effect of your current armor. But it is +2 studded leather armor.
Yeah, that's what
There's no effect on. I just have plain studded leather armor right now, so this is
No,
just
you
a straight up.
You have glamored studded leather armor.
I have glamour.
It does something to you,
Yeah, you have a special.
but it's no longer special. It's just.
Oh,
fire-
it look. It looks. I can make it look nice.
Yeah. But now you have fire resistance. So just mental.
So now instead of
mental-
looking like a fairy gown, it looks like armor.
Yeah, but for the purposes of moving forward right now, the three of you have fire resistance added to whatever's going on.
Got it.
Cool.
Cool.
So where to?
Ladies, where to now?
If we're all good on fire resistance, then I guess there's no reason to keep going around. Should we just head back to the Tasty Whale and call it a day?
I am not opposed to that. Talk.
Sounds
Unless
like it'd be a
there's-
good idea to get some rest. We have
Unless
a
there's
big journey
anything else
ahead.
anybody wants to do.
Let's
Nothing
go.
comes
Is
to
there
mind for
any
me.
is there like a bulletin board somewhere or something?
I mean, you can check at the tavern if you want.
A list
Okay.
put up by Craig's list.
No, I'm just looking like, if there's like a festival of lights, like, glowing fish, like, something cute and like fun to do or something.
As you go into the tavern and you do look at where a bulletin board would be, and you do see like an old notice for the princess's birthday party. That was the most recent event that you were actually part of. Nothing in the
Is-
foreseeable future, though.
Is our Rakshasa friend still around?
Perception check. He's standing next to you. Just kidding.
Ah. 16 perception.
You do not see him.
Hmm.
I'm going to.
Mhm.
So before I actually say this, Eddie, what? As I'm looking at Seian, as we're in the tavern, is he like? What is he doing right now?
Seian's just walking in as everyone else is getting settled in, just kind of feeling the room and seeing what we're doing.
Okay, I'm gonna swim up to him. Seian, do you want to go get some food and maybe grab a table?
Yes, let's do that.
All right. I swim with him to the buffet or whatever.
Is that Cyrene lady here?
Perception check.
60.
21.
21. No, you do not see Lexi anywhere.
Is there anybody in this tavern that I know?
The bartender.
Yes, I know
Refresh my
her.
memory.
Twick, the
Oh,
little bullywug. The
Oh,
little frog.
okay. I go up to. I wait for everybody to sort of go towards the table, and I go to Twick by myself.
Okay.
Twick,
Yes.
do you? Odd question. Do you know of any very pretty sightseeing areas around here where you see pretty schools of fish or something that would make somebody feel happy?
Maybe there's places inside the city that are very pretty.
Yeah, just somewhere you would take somebody.
I do not want to go on a date with you.
I'm not asking you. I'm not asking you. I'm just asking if you know your place.
He gets sad.
Oh.
There's a few places, yes. And then he takes a few minutes and kind of describes them to you.
Okay. Great. Thank you, Twick.
You're welcome.
And and I swim back to the group.
Okay.
So, as me and Seian have collected kind of like a couple of plates of food and this and that, we pick out a table. I wanna sit directly like in front of him. I don't want to sit like beside him. Just like I want there to be some kind of like good space in between us. So Seian, where will you go after we leave the firewall? What of you then?
As he's asking this question, Kiabel comes out of my bag, sort of wraps herself comfortably around my neck, and starts. I hand her up a little piece of food, and she starts nibbling on it. It's a good question. I tend to live on a day-by-day basis. I always follow Athora's will, and where her will is, that's where I go. Right now, her will is that I protect the Lightbringers. After this, if you no longer need my protection, or if someone else needs it more, that's where I go next.
So before Athora, not quite, before she awoke, were you protecting another?
I did not have a specific charge up until then, no. I've always dedicated my life to protecting those who cannot. So I've wandered, taking care of those who cannot take care of themselves. When I heard of Athora being free, this was actually my first time getting to meet her in person. She gave me this charge herself and said the Lightbringers must be protected. And so, in awe of being able to finally meet her, I took this sacred charge as my divine duty.
Are there others that follow Athora as you? Do you have a group?
Yes. There are others who follow, but I have not met them. This has been a charge I have taken on my own.
I see. Very interesting. I've just never, I guess, had the chance to really speak about spiritual purpose with anyone. And
Seems lonely.
it does.
It can be. But I take pride in being able to give hope to those who don't have it.
I relate to that.
Yes, it's always good to have hope. And I kind of just begin to mull over what he said to me and just eat my food.
Okay.
Is anyone playing music right now?
There's a band that's playing a little bit of music, yeah. Just flute with some strings in the background.
Is it something someone could dance to?
I think so.
So I think after they've eaten a little bit, Cerise has been kind of uncharacteristically silent for a lot of the day, when she's not having outbursts. And she looks up and says, "Who wants to dance?"
Oh, I don't know if we're that much of a dancing group here.
I don't accept that answer. Rejected. Veto.
You know, I'm not very good, but try everything once, yes?
I agree. You should go dance, Seian.
Yeah, Seian. Go.
No, all of you can't get out of this.
What do you mean, all of us? Someone has to stay here with the drinks.
Tallulah, you feel like a whack in your lower back from Denahi's tail. And she looks at you and goes, like very subtly, to kind of.
Very subtle black.
Go, do the safety dance.
I don't.
What is these safety dabs?
I don't dance.
Denahi says, "I'll watch the food. Go. I want to watch."
Please, Tallulah. And Cerise sticks out her hand to you.
Jeidobii takes out his pants.
You puppy dog eyes.
Okay. I get up
Mm-hmm.
in my giant armor.
We can go change first if you want.
Nope,
Fun.
I am most comfortable like this. Yeah, then we go. Is there a dance floor area?
I mean, it's
You can make a dance floor.
you can dance in the water. It's kind of a.
Yeah. You can go up. You can float.
Okay.
I begin to, as they go up, and I'm gonna start pan fluting to the beat of around us.
So who
And I just woo.
who's all dancing?
Me.
I don't know if what Seian is doing can be called dancing, but he's certainly trying.
Yay.
I'm at the table.
I'm on top of the table, floating on top of the table, dancing and playing the pan flute.
And I'm
Mhm.
vaguely doing movements.
Okay. So what were the performance checks?
Oh.
Whoever's dancing and playing flutes. Why not?
25.
Oh, I got
25.
a natural 20.
Oh.
Hey! Get them hot
Cerise
moves.
is like helping you, I think.
So Torque, are you
Yeah.
Torque, are you dancing at all?
No.
Okay. So Jeidobie's on top of the table playing his pan flute. The three of you are dancing, and Denahi and Torque are at the table.
Sounds about right.
Okay. So, Tallulah, as you get up and Cerise kind of pulls you up, and you're like hesitant at first, and then Seian kind of whacks you as he's trying to get his bearings. What was your roll, Seian?
11.
11. Yeah,
Yes.
you're still trying to get your bearings, but as you do, your dragon comes out too, and it's kind of floating with you. And as you all are starting to float,
Yeah, she got an 11 as well.
you see do you see like all the other creatures and things inside the space start to kind of spin around as well, and everyone starts to dance, and you're seeing a lot of different lights and things, and yeah, so it's a pretty awesome sight as everyone is kind of dancing and just enjoying their moments, and kind of like the calm before the storm kind of thing. Denahi looks over Denahi looks over at Torque and kind of smiles, and you see her kind of like barely like moving her shoulders.
I'm basically just going full on, like I was like a fawn or something, or some kind of satyr, like on top of the table.
Yeah.
I think at some point, Cerise brings out her pan flute because we've been planning a pan flute party for too long and not had one.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
at some point.
I look out. Are we doing this?
Yes, we are.
I go to the bar.
So
Seian somehow accidentally winds up clapping on 1 and 3.
Yes, he does.
so you all take the next hour or so, and you're drinking and you're eating and you're playing music and you're dancing, and for the first time in a really long time, since the Fae party, probably actually, that you all feel that life and the love again after quite some time of not feeling that.
Lizzie, would you say that Cerise and Jeidobii kind of playfully starts to get into kind of a musical battle to see who can play the best?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Damn, I'm talking to Lizzie.
I would say this. I could see us like trying to like outdo each other. Absolutely.
There's no way that I am going to beat you,
I could
but
try failing. Never know.
I want to roll a performance against you.
Go for it.
Do it. Actually, wait. Let's roll this on Vorpal.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let me. Oh, holy crud! Okay,
It's not
Let me
gonna
just,
go well for you, my friend.
give me 1 second. So I need one of these, and I need one of these. Done. Boop, boop, roll on.
Ooh.
Whew.
Nice.
Okay, 17 plus performance. Where my performance at? 17 plus 1. 18.
Nice. 31.
So Cerise
I
lets you play, and you're really into it. You're like, oh man,
It
like,
begins
you're like Kenny G out there, just and your hair is just waving in the thing, and she smiles, and then she starts to flick her wings, and she's like spinning, and there's like magical like fairy dust poking off, and she's doing backflips and all sorts of things, and comes at you. Yeah, it's a pretty awesome performance.
I'm still having the time of my life. Like, she's swimming circles around me and all these like lights and things. I'm just like trying to keep up. Just like
Awesome.
nice.
So yeah, you continue for a while. You battle. You have fun. The evening is starting to wind down. Anything you all like to do before you bear down for the night?
Yeah. I see that like the party's starting to like go down. I take Cerise by the arm while like everybody's sort of preoccupied, and I say, I want to show you something. You have to come with me.
Okay, sure. What is it?
Just close your eyes, and I'll lead you there.
Okay.
It'll be a surprise.
So you take about 5 minutes to swim. It's off the beaten path, so there's no current, so you really have to like swim there. And you get to kind of the edge of the city where the cliff edge and like the backside of the city where the cliff is, and it's just endless dark. Like you're in the end of the dome, but it's like the endless dark. You get kind of right there on the edge of where the dome stops, where you can see just this beautiful blue sea, and that's the spot.
Okay. Open your eyes.
As you open your eyes, nothing is in front of you. But maybe 5 minutes or so pass, about the time that Twick had told you, give or take. You see thousands and thousands of plankton, glowing, multiple colors, swimming, kind of like they're going home. A few miles outside of where you are, and the plankton starts to move in various different forms and shapes, almost like they're painting in the sea. And it's a beautiful sight to see as you see hundreds of thousands of plankton just swimming around and making these cool shapes and like designs, almost like they're painting, images, and then they stop and they paint something else as they're flowing and going down the way. So 10-15 minutes of that before like the last wave of plankton goes away.
This is so beautiful. How did you know about this?
I knew we were going to do something very scary for you tomorrow, so I wanted to make sure to do something special for you tonight.
That's so kind of you. I think during this, like while we were watching, Cerise probably like leaned her head against your shoulder at some point.
I let it happen.
What happened? And so she's like sort of pulls away and thank you so much. It means a lot that you'd even think to do something like this for me.
I wanted to make you happy.
Well, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Twig told me about it. It was
Did he?
quite an awkward conversation to get it out of him, but I'm glad I did.
Did he want to go on a date with you?
Yeah.
He's like that. I don't know.
He'll find true love someday.
Mm-hmm. He will. Someday.
Okay.
But I hope this brightens your night. I know that, we were having a good time and partying, but I figured getting away, getting to breathe, kind of, would be nice.
It was. It was really nice.
Good.
So, Cerise like reaches out her hand to hold your hand. Should we go back?
Tallulah thinks about this for a second
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
she is very much still holding back onto her feelings of her deceased fiance.
Yeah. No.
But she does decide after a few moments, she does reach down to hold your hand. Yeah, let's head back.
Okay.
And then swim back.
You swim back to the tavern, and you look around, and everyone else is still, they're like starting to wind down more. Everyone like at the table, and they're laughing and telling stories. Is there anything else anyone else wants to do before bed?
Has Lexi or Rujek appeared?
Nope.
Yeah. Oh. Where's Lexi?
So, Seian, tell me about your family. Where are they? How did you find yourself in this calling?
Well, I was raised by my mother. Never met my father. He was out of the picture before I really knew him. I was kind of a problem child, actually. Definitely made having only a single parent a little difficult for her, I think. It was actually thanks to my little friend here that I really took onto this calling. This poor thing was just on the brink of death, and I managed to scare away the thing that was attacking it, and I just knew that this is something I can do. For those who cannot help themselves, I have the power to give them hope. And I knew then that was something I wanted to do.
I see. How did Athora find you?
She just came to me one day. Shortly after I actually met with Kiebel. I think she saw what I was capable of and saw the devotion I had to making things right. And one day she came to me and gave me the direction and the path I needed to be able to find my true calling.
I see. Interesting.
And so from then on, I travel from town to town and help those who need.
And Eddie, I'm sorry, did he say if his mother was alive still?
He did not say.
Okay. Seian, your mother, I know you mentioned that you never really got to know your father, but is your mother still with us?
To be honest, I don't know. She vanished one day. I was, as you know, it was hard for me to answer before where I'm from because I don't really have a real home. I came to what was my home one day and she was gone.
How old were you?
Oh, seems so long ago now. Must have been over a century ago.
Over a century ago. My friend, you don't look a day over 25.
Over 100.
He blushes a little bit and kind of gives you a little bashful slap on the back. Too kind, you're too kind, my friend.
Easy.
Sorry, I forget my own strength sometimes.
It's all right. I have never known a Dragonborn to have such a long cycle. Is that upon one of the other blessings that Thora bestowed upon you?
You would know that Dragonborns in Ukodor do live a lot longer than that.
Oh, then okay.
I mean,
I'm
life.
not.
What do you mean?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just, I get I get things mixed up sometimes. There's another race that I have a friend who is a lizard folk, and they don't have that. So I'm sorry. I get some things mixed up. Apologies.
I've been called
we
many
back?
things, but never lizard.
Are Tallulah and Cerise back at this point?
I would say yeah at this point.
Let us have our moment. No, I'm
No,
kidding.
I'm just curious. Just age is a fun thing to bring up.
But yeah, you guys are there for this. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
My friends, we do have a long journey ahead of us tomorrow. Might I offer you all a round before we call it in for the night?
Well, it seems that we're all old enough to drink at this table, so why not?
Yes, apparently I was mistaken with the little one. My sincere apologies.
I don't know, Cerise. Are you old enough to drink?
I am an adult. I'll have you all know. I am 103, probably. It's a little confusing with how much time I've spent in other planes.
Yes. They're all older.
Well,
I mean,
Tallulah
come on.
actually is.
Like, you're
Tallulah,
like...
I think you may be the youngest one of us all, Tallulah.
I might be the only one here who ages normally.
I mean,
You
Denahi
did it used to.
looks at you, and
Used to.
I age normally too.
Tallulah, what are you, 20?
What?
Oh, God, no, I'm like, I don't know, 28, 29?
What?
Yes.
I don't know.
Denahi goes, yes. I'm not the
Oh my
youngest.
goodness. I am surrounded by babies.
I'm right.
I am not a child.
Denahi
We all
raises
age
the glass
differently.
to the Lightbringers.
To the Lightbringers.
To everybody being old as fuck.
What?
You watch your mouth, youngling.
Oh my God, we are not gonna play this.
Shots. So with that, you take your final shots, embrace
I
each
will
other.
say also, I think I might be the oldest one here. Actually, that's weird to think about.
I don't know, or is it saying?
How old
I'm
do you think
100.
I am?
I'm 147.
I have you by about 50.
Oh,
What
Is
the
he lying-
hell
is he lying
have
to me?
all of you been doing for all this time?
Studying to kill Victor.
What do you
Personally.
even do with all that time? It doesn't
I
even
mean-
comprehend to me.
I spent about 10 years traveling before I ran into.
10 years is
You
like
are-
blinking an eyeball to you. 10 years
Yeah.
to me is a third of my life.
Oh, it's funny to think about that, but yeah, this is kind of fairly new to me. Before this, you would find me in Donadel or Tydean doing things. Times change.
Well, you went and tied in for 30 years, so...
I've dedicated my life to my calling. In this sense, I tend not to think of time in this way.
Okay.
This is really starting to, like, freak me out. Like, Tallulah is just sitting there like...
Gotcha. So
Cerise is also freaking out.
while you
She's-
all are processing this age thing and head to bed thinking about age and time and interplanar aging, you find yourself at rest, and that's where we're going to take a break.
Nice.
So-
We owe.
99.
No, I'm not sleeping. I'm in bed. Just...
Okay. Exclamation point! Exclamation point raffle for the mid-show video game giveaway, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Ooh.
See you guys soon.
Yeah.
Raffle.
Yay!
See you in a second.
Oh.
welcome back. So, the night takes you, very restful night, one that you haven't had in quite some time. So make sure to give yourselves the effects of a long rest.
Long rest.
I'll make sure to do that with the Nahi here in a second. So the day is yours.
Cerise comes downstairs right away in her new fire-resistant armor.
All right.
Is Lexi around?
You do see her sitting at the bar.
Hey, Lexi.
There, Cerise, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm a little scared, to be honest, but we'll make do.
Oh, what? Why are you scared?
We're going to the fire ward.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, your new friends seem very capable.
And I'm a lot more capable than the last time I was there, too.
Well,
Right? Yeah.
yes,
I'm-
you are.
So are the people coming down?
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually wait until Torque leaves the room because there's something that I want to do privately.
Okay.
Well, lucky for you, I'm going down for breakfast. I'll see you down there.
Save me a plate.
We'll see.
Before I do anything, just say you want to do anything.
Before heading downstairs, Seian takes a moment to himself, gives a small prayer, and then makes his way downstairs for breakfast.
Okay.
Okay. While I'm in the room alone, I'm gonna just kind of still lying in the bed, pretty much. I'm gonna twist the ring on my finger, and I'm gonna think really hard about Aika.
Okay.
Aika?
What?
Hey, buddy, how you been? How you doing?
Where are you?
I am out of town, I guess you could say, just for a short while. When was the last time that I saw you?
I don't know. Are you in my head right now?
I'm in your head, yeah. Weird, right?
Don't do that. I don't like this.
Noted. How long has it been since I've seen you, buddy?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Yes,
Has it been a day, a couple of hours?
I honestly have no fucking idea how long it's been. So, when was the last time you dropped
Where?
him?
I'm sorry, what did you say, Chris?
Where is he?
He is in the stables with Farland's direwolf.
Lobo. Got it.
Lobo.
Oh, so you're trying to find out how long you've been gone. Got it.
Yes.
Maybe a day. I don't. I'm an owl bear. I don't really keep track of time. I've eaten. I've eaten 6 times since you've left.
You've what, 6 times?
I've eaten 6 times since you left.
That
That could be
sounds
one
like
day,
a
yeah.
normal hour for you. But okay, all right. How's Lobo?
He's a pain in the ass.
Are you keeping him company though? You know he's still sad about falling.
Yes, I might eat him.
Don't do that. He's your friend. He's your friend.
You can't stop me. You're not here.
Ika. How was your armor, your nails coming along?
I actually don't remember how long that was supposed to take either.
I
it was
believe
it was
3 days.
Got
I
it.
think 3 days.
Yeah, so it's about like almost to the wire, right? To before all the shit goes down, right? Yeah, some of the armor's been made, and they're doing some fittings or something, and I don't know. It's weird.
Do you like it?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, Ika. Well, it's good hearing you. It's since I've been out of town, it seems a lot longer since I last saw you. So, good to hear your voice. Be good, okay? I'll see you soon.
No promises.
Bye, Ika.
Goodbye.
And that's the end of that call. I'm gonna do another one a little bit later.
Okay.
What's Tallulah up to?
She slowly wakes up after having some sort of existential crisis. Because sometime also during the night she realized that she's also a vampire. That she's probably not even aging at all anymore. She's having a really hard time dealing with that. So she goes downstairs to get some food.
I guess I do look around again for Rujek one more time. See if
Perception
he's
check.
in there. No. 13.
13? You don't see
Yeah.
him?
I asked Alexi, hey,
Yes,
did that giant cat check out?
You talking about the Rakshasa?
Yeah, that one.
I haven't seen him in about a day or two.
Okay.
He causing you trouble?
He wanted to make a deal with us.
He's an interesting character. He comes in here every once in a while.
I don't understand how he smokes in here. That's what I really want to know more than anything.
I guess you have to ask him that.
He wouldn't tell me. Salts. Oh well. Anyway. I just wanted to say goodbye.
Oh, goodbye. Good luck.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna eat breakfast now.
Okay.
I begin to twist the ring on my finger again from bed.
Okay.
And I am going to focus on Giselle.
Okay.
Oh, Giselle? Can you hear me?
Is it a... Do they have to make a save?
I swear, Jaidobie's the only person that wants to make cell calls in this freaking world.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
What was your question, Solo?
I can't remember. Is there a save to do this?
Not the way we've been doing it.
Yeah, it's just been happening.
But I mean,
had to make-
I'm pretty sure that people make the saves. I haven't said anything because they always don't make the save.
While you're wearing this ring, you can sending. Let's see, sending. There is absolutely no save against it whatsoever.
For sending, though, I'm pretty sure there's a save
Correct.
against the spell sending, though.
Nope. The duration is just 1 round, and there is no saving throw. They just received the message.
Hang on 1 second.
I mean, clearly we're doing this differently. If it only makes it 1 round.
Well, yeah. Basically, there's no save though. Usually with spells like that, it's very apparent what save. I know where to look, and I kind of like skim through the paragraphs, and there is no save for this. They just received this message.
Got it. Okay.
Hello, Giselle.
Jeidobii, is that you?
Yes. Hi. How are you?
Fantastic. How are you?
Does she sound sarcastic?
Yes.
You don't have to. You can save your sarcasm. I can tell when you're lying. Okay, well, Giselle, are my my Earth Elemental helpers still with you?
How long do they last?
A week.
And
We've been gone for a day.
yes, they're still here.
All right, cool. I wish I should have told you before. I'm sorry. You probably figured it out on your own, but I sent them for your protection. So I'm glad that you didn't kill them.
I'm glad they didn't kill me
Why would they kill you?
because
Giselle?
they're dumb. One wouldn't get out of the doorway for 3 hours.
Well, they're doing their job. I'll be more specific next time. How is Elarosian?
He's good.
Good.
Growing.
I guess the town is still gearing up for this potential fight to come.
Yes, there's a lot of people who are angry and ready to fight, and a lot of people who are scared and don't want to be here anymore.
Well, it's funny you say that because me and the team were thinking of ways to get some civilians out of Dodge, so they won't be in the crossfire. So I believe Tallulah wants to run that by Maxiathil. So
Do you want me to start that?
I guess you can ask around and ask King Max if he's okay with it, to kind of get that started for us, if you could, if you have the.
How many people are you trying to save, and where are you taking them?
As many as we can. We're gonna fill up our flying boat, our flying ship, and fly them to a specific spot. I believe we can roughly fit 600 within this ship, and then we can fit more on the deck. But we're still working that out.
I mean, Your mother was talking about you trying to use the tree to help move people.
Yes, that's also a thought that we've had, something that we're still mulling over.
Okay.
But it takes very specific things to get to this very specific place that we're trying to get these people to. So we're working through the kinks, I guess you can say.
I'll start to get some sort of roster ready then, of who wants to leave and who wants to stay.
All right. Thank you, Giselle. Well, I guess we'll be seeing you soon. Okay.
Okay.
And I end that call.
Don't die.
I'll try. I'll try. And then after that, I'll, do some stretches and I'll swim down to the rest of the team.
Okay. As you swim down to the rest of the team, it's about the same time as Decado swims into the inn. Good morning, Lightbringers. I hope you rested well.
I slept really good, actually. Like, not a word. It was just, man, I was out. How about you all?
Sure.
It was a rough night.
I've had butterflies for a little bit. But anyway, time to go.
Well, just finish what your breakfast is. I just came here to get some food myself. But whenever you're ready, let me know.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and reshift my energies to better prepare us for the fire we're about to step into.
Okay.
And you guys see Jeidobii kind of almost go into like this kind of just trance. He's kind of just like stares into like nowhere, and his eyes and tattoos start to like kind of glimmer red for a bit. And that's what he's doing right now.
Okay.
Is he okay?
Yes, he's fine. No, he
You
says,
know, I don't know if I've ever actually seen him do this, but it's an interesting process.
Indeed. Almost boring.
Very boring.
And as I stare off, I just say, like, my mouth moves like, well, you don't have to stare at me, Talk. It's weird that you're staring.
Not looking at you.
You're lying.
I'm
And he
not
continues
touching you.
staring right at Jeidobii. No. Nope.
Do I have any sort of recognition as to what Jeidobie's doing?
I wouldn't think so.
So Seian's just kind of watching him carefully, just, making sure he's not about to have, a seizure or anything.
Okay.
So while I'm doing that, what's everyone else doing, I guess?
I mean, I'm ready to go. Let's do this thing.
Denahi sits up too. Yes, I am ready as well.
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
If we're ready, we should get going.
I snap out of it.
Time's not on our side.
I snap out of
Oh,
it.
that's actually a good
Me
question.
too.
Do we know how time moves in the Fire Ward? And she looks at Decado. Do I know?
I would assume that it moves the same as every other elemental ward.
It's similar, and he spoke it to you, and maybe Facina did too. I can't remember, but it has been spoken to you all before. The Fire Ward is very similar to I can't remember now. I'm blanking at the moment. Because the Earth Ward and I believe the Air Ward moved at the similar pacing, and the Water Ward and the Fire Ward move at similar. But it's not the same. It's slower, but it's not like the Fae, so you don't have to worry about some crazy,
But it's not like, and suddenly this ward will like burn through time like that or something. Yeah.
Burn.
Eh.
All right. Well, if we're all set to go,
Okay.
I look at Takato. Whenever you get done with your breakfast.
Come on, let's go.
Cerise's wings hug as close to her body as possible.
So he takes you all to the west side of where the spire is, and there is what looks to be a teleportation circle there. And he takes some time, and you watch as the different runes on the circle start to light up. If you are ready, please swim into the space of the circle, and we will go. We will.
Point of interest.
Yes.
Is our water breathing still up?
You can breathe in the city.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're still underwater, but you can breathe. So there's
Cool.
a weird magic thing. If there's anything you need to do before we head to the fire ward, you need to do it now. You have your resistances and all that done?
Yes, we do.
I think so.
Yep.
Okay.
Wearing my right armor.
All
Alright.
time like the present.
So
I just kind of hit my chest as kind of like this surge of this wave of fire, or almost fire because we're underwater. Like this like glistening thing kind of runs across my body.
Okay.
Let's go.
You just gave yourself fire resistance?
Mm-hmm.
Got it. So you watch as they start to glow, and you see this kind of spiral wave of energy kind of circle around. All of a sudden, with a flash, you all feel this jolt, and instantly you're brought back. So you go from ice-chilling, cold depths of the city to boiling hot. Boom! You land in this new space. In this space, everything is bright with red, and you see, as you look around, you see different mountain shapes and rock structures, and everything is black and charcoal and obsidian, and you see rivers and pools of lava everywhere. Everyone has fire resistance now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So if
Correct.
you didn't have fire
Yes.
resistance, you would have taken serious damage, just for the record. So the fire resistance actually
So
helps
do we
you.
take half damage because of the resistance, or
You have to have some sort of resistance to not take initial heat damage. So
okay?
you're all you get really hot and very hot and sweaty and uncomfortable in certain places, but you are not hurt by any of this. All right.
This is hot even for my standards.
You
We
are
are good to prepare.
good luck, Jeidobii, and the rest of you,
Thank you.
Thank you.
and good luck with your the shit you're dealing with in the material plane. Thank you for all the help that you did with us.
I'm glad that we could lend a hand.
And you watch as he goes, and then vanishes. Plane shifts back.
All right. I just look around.
Perception
Right.
check.
I do the same.
Yep.
Also looking around.
Dice jail. How dare you?
Eh,
Total of 20.
20.
22.
22.
20.
18 plus 17.
Okay. Jesus.
Natural one.
So everyone,
What?
Jeidobii's kind of settling in
Nobody
with
doesn't know where he's at.
saying goodbye to Ducato, and the rest of you look around. As you look around, you do see different waves and pools of lava everywhere, and some of the rivers are open where it just goes down to the rushing lava flow. And there's some places that have these weird like breaks in the lava where there's land masses kind of touching and grasping each other. But you see several different pools and rock structures and everything else. You don't at first glance you don't see anything alive moving around, but you do see a very tall 200-foot what looks to be some sort of doorway with a rippling red portal about 2 miles to the southwest of your location. You're muted,
Who is?
Jeidobii.
Sorry. We can tell that it's a doorway from 2 miles away.
You can't, but a lot of people got way over 25. But you can
I
see
see.
it's a 200-foot tall gateway, and everything is relatively flat, so you can see what looks to be a relative gate from far away. You do see a very tall creature. It's mostly dark. It's from where you are, walking towards the gate.
I think we found the door.
I don't think we want to take him on right now.
Is that to the city, or is that to the material plane?
That's to the material plane, I believe.
Yes, that's the gate that he
'Cause they-
said that you need to protect.
Right. Thank you.
Protect.
Does the creature look alert, or
He's walking towards the gate. I mean, it looks like this might be your figure that you need to take on, but he is walking
We
towards the gate.
move now.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll do whatever they do. I'll follow.
are we doing this right now? Is this what we're doing?
I don't think we're
found-
going to be more prepared by going to the city.
Torque's already running there.
I think you're right. All right,
Yeah,
I'm following after
Okay.
talk.
I'm
Alright.
following too.
Are you being
Yep.
stealthily? Or are you just...
Doesn't sound like Torque's being
full-
stealthy.
Doesn't sound like
No.
it.
No.
Well, you all can do whatever you want to do. I'm just asking what's everyone...
I look at
No.
Tallulah and
Okay.
okay.
I'm just
Lead the
running
way,
in after
Tallulah.
talk.
Okay.
Well,
I'm running after them. I'm in behind.
Okay. Okay.
So
So
they can hide behind me as long as they run single file.
there you go. So you take some time and you jog for about a mile or so, and you do see that figure. It looks like he is kind of looking around. It looks like he's, and you do see the gate now. The gate is much larger. You can all do another perception check now. We'll say you're 500 feet away.
Ooh.
16.
28.
12.
30.
30.
Rolled a 19.
Nice. 14.
Wow.
You do see what looks to be a small village
Wow.
that looks to be pretty destroyed next to where the gate is, with some sort of large obsidian-like cage that is next to the village.
Is there
Anybody
anything
in the cage?
It does look like there are people in the cage, yes.
Living?
Moving around.
I move towards the cage.
Seian does as well.
Mm-hmm.
As how close do you want to get?
So we can see better? What's going on?
50 feet.
50 feet? Okay. Can you make stealth checks?
$12.
12.
17.
17. Okay. Are all of you going, or are some of you staying back? What's
I'm
the...
staying back.
Okay.
Well, I was moving towards that big individual.
Okay, so are you still moving towards the individual? You all can
Yeah.
do different things. You don't have to always follow each other. So
Yes,
Torque, you're going towards the individual.
individual.
Tallulah, Seian are going towards the cage. Cerise, what are you doing?
Let's see. Okay, I see them going. How far away are we when we like make this split?
200 feet, maybe?
200 feet. Okay. I think I might hang back as I see like these two people split and see Jeidobii hanging back as well.
Okay. So, Denahi probably go with Torque, maybe. Tallulah and Seian go towards the cage. Cerise and Jeidobii stay back about 200 feet, give or take.
I'm not. DM, can I ask you to roll for Denahi to see if she goes with him? Because I feel like she would hang back with me.
We'll see. Above 10, she goes with Torque.
Cool.
Dice have spoken.
I look.
Why is this a problem?
Above 10 is always I'm doing what I'm thinking. Below a 10 is when I don't do what I'm thinking. That's the normal Ica rule. Okay. So you get closer to the cage. It is a very large cage. Does emanate some sort of energy around it, and you see lots of people within the cage.
How do they look?
They look a little worse for wear. I mean, you're on the fire plane. They're in a big giant obsidian cage with a fire giant. over them.
What kind of people are they?
Mix. You see elf. You see some human. You see some tiefling and other mixed races.
I see.
Does Seian recognize what kind of energy is embodying the cage?
Arcana check. And at this point, the fire giant is maybe 50 feet or so away from you, away from the gate, but kind of just standing there, doing something, thinking.
Well, that was a nat 1.
No, you do not know what the cage is. But with your other perception checks, as you get closer, you see that the people, their mouths are open and like they're yelling, and they see you and they're yelling, but you don't hear any sound come out of the cage.
Interesting. Well, I can't make magic go away. Can you?
I don't know what it is, so I was going to try and find out first, but I can try to dispel the magic.
Okay.
So, Seian will cast Dispel Magic on the cage.
Okay. Remind me to spell magic.
Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For spells of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Please go ahead and roll that.
Alright, so I rolled a 15. Where's my spellcasting?
Plus 4.
Plus 4, there we are, so 19.
19. It does not seem to dissipate.
It will not budge.
I'm gonna move closer to it. Like 5 feet at a time.
Okay. Stealthily or just walking?
Stealthily.
Okay, roll a stealth check. Torque. Excuse me. Jeidobii and Cerise, what are you all doing? You're the furthest away.
Watching everything go down, I'm ready to back people up.
Yeah, that's sort of what I'm trying to do. I'm
From 200 feet away, though?
I guess I'll get.
Fighting.
I guess I'll get 60 feet away from Tallulah.
Okay. Are you being stealthful?
I am.
Okay, roll a stealth
does
check.
does it look like the giant has noticed Torque and Denahi yet?
I will let you know in a second.
I'll try.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go first.
I wave the staff to cast Pass Without a Trace on both me and Cerise, and I got a 22. 22
Okay.
still.
And Cerise, what are you doing?
Okay. I'm gonna. You're going towards Tallulah and Seian?
Yes.
Okay, then I will follow. I'll go towards the other party, but still hang back a bit.
Okay, so Jeidobii's going towards Tallulah and Seian, and then you're going towards Torque and Denahi. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Torque, you guys get about 50 feet away from the fire giant. He is currently sitting down on a big boulder or something. Has not noticed you just yet. Are you doing anything else, or are you charging in?
I will stop and wait and look at and observe him.
Perception check.
Oh, Jesus, that's 24.
24. So as you stop, you notice that the area that you're in is kind of like a half peninsula of lava, and he's kind of at the edge of that, sitting down. Looks like he's thinking. He's not really paying attention at anything right now. It doesn't feel like there's any threat nearby. And 3 of your friends are kind of to the left a little bit, a little ways away.
But who's right behind me?
Denahi.
He doesn't seem too bright.
I don't think he's paying attention right now.
And he's going for the gate, right?
I think he's trying to open it for himself.
Right, and we have to stop him.
I believe so, yes.
So if we flank him and go for his knees or ankles, can't get there if he can't walk.
Yeah, yes. At that point, she taps her ear and she talks to everybody else, except for Seian. Sorry. What are we doing? We're close to the creature.
We need to.
What's the plan?
We need to wait. Is the plan? We need to talk, discuss before we just run in there.
But if we wait, He'll go to the gate and get through without any issue. We have to stop him now.
There are people here that need help.
Well, we can't help them
He'll
with
still be there
a
when
giant
he's
here.
dead.
Are we sure about that, Tor? Are we 100% certain?
Do you mean there's some sort of spell stopping them?
Possibly. We don't know because
They
we haven't
can't-
looked.
They're not talking. I can't hear them. Their mouths are moving, but I don't know what they're saying.
So I would
Are
say
we sure it's not an illusion? What if it's a red herring?
I would say with the time that you've taken, like as you're talking, Jeidobii, you'd be closer to Tallulah and Seian, and Cerise, you'd be by Torque and
I'm
Denahi.
exactly 60 feet away
Got
from
it.
Tallulah.
Got it. But you're in the positions that you want to be in as well.
Hey,
Yeah,
Bubba.
I'm with Torque and Denahi.
Okay.
Okay. Tallulah, Cerise, what do you think? How do you think we should go about this?
And then I relay to Seian. Seian, what do you think we should do?
I don't know. I want to help these people, but if we can't...
Do you think the fire giant is more of a priority right now?
I mean, it seems to me that I don't know what magic's on that cage. But if there's a lot of how far away is the giant from the cage?
From where you guys are, 50 feet. From the cage, maybe 100 feet.
I mean, assuming he can't remotely kill that, and I know we can't assume that for sure, I think we could give him a lot of distraction and take him down before he can do anything else.
Are you sure he even had anything to do with these people?
I mean, seems likely. He clearly doesn't want to save them.
As
I mean, he probably trapped them.
Tallulah, you said that their mouths are moving, but there's no sound.
Correct.
I don't know if Seian could do this, but can you ask him if he could somehow dispel the magic?
We tried.
How was it not strong enough, or did it just seemed immune? The cage seemed immune.
Seian, do you? I relay all this to him. Do you feel that it was not strong enough?
you can do an
or
Arcana
immune?
check, Sam.
Oh, okay. The dice have
also
finally
like-
betrayed me. That was a nat 1.
I also subtly show him like the earpiece of like,
They have
I'm
been
not
chasing them
crazy.
either way.
He's
I'm
like,
gonna after that is relayed that I guess they don't know. I'm gonna walk up to them, still in a shroud of cover darkness. And I'm gonna say, okay,
Wait, all the night.
let me give it a try. And I'm going to wave my hand that's kind of glowing with pink fey energy, and like this kind of burst, this kind of cloud burst, is kind of like comes out and like washes over the cage. And let's see if it is dispelled. Ooh, 14 plus 6. So if
20.
it's a 9th level, it's dispelled.
nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
yeah.
I'm gonna put my hand on the cage.
Oh, you're walking up to the cage. Okay.
As are you touching the cage, or are you just putting it close?
I'm putting it close.
As you get close, you start to feel almost like your hand's being pulled. I need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Tallulah, help! Grab me!
I
Tallulah,
grab.
me!
And Sam would
What?
instinctively grab as well.
You can do advantage with that roll.
Okay. Oh, thanks. Thanks, guys. That helped me. Strength save.
Yeah.
What is my bonus? Okay. 22 total strength save.
22. That's just enough. You felt your body and soul being pulled into this prison with some sort of very, very strong magical essence. The actual spell itself, or whatever this thing is, was trying to pull in more people as you got close. You felt like the crackling of magical essence like tingling on your hands.
Ooh, that was weird. That was weird. It was trying to suck me in.
How
So it's a trap.
how far are we from the cage when that started?
I mean, when he got close, like within 2 feet, maybe.
5 feet. Got it.
No.
Okay.
Don't touch it. Don't try to touch it.
But as he backs up and you're all kind of like looking around alert as he does that, you see the fire giant stand up, and you see his face. You see both of his eyes are glowing bright red.
What direction is he looking?
He's looking in your general direction.
He's gonna fart that way too.
Are you guys still trying to be stealthily? So
I am, and they are all in my shroud as well. If they choose to be stealthy.
Doesn't that only work when you cast it in your shroud?
No, and as long as they're within my vicinity, it is affected.
30 feet away from you.
Correct.
Well,
So does that mean I'm not passed without a trace?
Correct.
No, yeah, the second you leave 30 feet away from me, you're out.
Got it.
But once you come back in, you're in.
Yeah, so we're seen.
Yeah. So
And
everyone please make
our dicks.
everyone please make a stealth check.
Seian, Tallulah, plus 10 to whatever you roll.
Okay, that'd be a 21.
21.
14.
25.
32.
15.
13.
Ooh. So as the creature stands up, he's kind of looking at the cage for a second, but then something catches his eye on the left-hand side, and he sees Denahi and Cerise. His face changes, gets stern, and then takes a step forward. Can everyone please roll initiative?
I'm gonna go ahead.
Oh, right, that's a Vorpal roll.
Yes,
Oh, really?
Vorpal roll.
That puts me at a 21.
Hold on. So 20 and above. Let me roll.
21.
Anyone be 21?
No. 19.
15 to 20.
Yes. I have a 19.
Okay. Do you want to go first? You want Denahi to go first?
And didn't Tallulah also have a 19?
Did you have a 19 too?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the order? What do you want to do?
I'll go first, if that's okay.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
and then Denahi and then me in case Jaidobie's after me.
Okay.
I rolled a 9.
Okay. We're at
14.
Last.
14, saying,
Yes.
and Jeidobii.
Can you give me a quick rundown, solo of the order, just so I know where to place Denahi?
It's Torque, Cerise, Denahi, Tallulah, Seian, you.
Cerise, Denahi, Tallulah, Seian, me. Cool.
Cool. So, I need to show you guys what you're seeing. Look at that.
Hey! Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Oh, that's sick.
So, where's
Are there
he?
more lights in there?
He is right there. Let's see. We got
Oh, my.
Denahi right here, Torque, and Cerise.
Were we that close?
I'm giving give or takes for purposes. So no, you would probably be a little bit further back, give or take 50 feet. Jeidobii and your group, you're on the other side. You're right off frame, right over here.
Copy.
Okay.
Copy.
And you guys are at the bottom
Cool.
of frame. So he took the first step forward. He's lunged forward, but it's not his turn yet. Torque, what would you like to do?
Okay. I am. Shit. How far away am I? Estimate?
You're 40 feet, give or take. So you can you do your 30 and throw, maybe?
Oh no, I can run 40.
Okay.
Or I can walk 40, excuse me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go right up to him and take a shot at his knee, I guess, with the with redemption.
Got it. Roll for attack.
And you said he has not seen me, or like there's no advantage or anything, right?
No, yeah, he saw you all, so he was starting to walk towards it. He has not seen Jeidobii, Tallulah, or Seian yet.
Okay. It's a 16 plus 18. I think I hit.
Yes.
Okay. And then, oh, sorry. Before I do that, I'm going to, I'm actually going to do the lightning buff.
Bonus action lightning.
Yeah, bonus action lightning, and then do the 2 swings on him.
Got it. Go for it.
Okay. Because that'll give me a 4d12.
Yep. 23.
So 23 plus 11, so 34.
34 points of damage. All right.
I'm going to roll the d20, and that's going to give me a 32 to hit.
Hits.
And I will use the Vorpal I'm not liking these rolls at all. 50 plus 11, so 26 points of damage. That's freaking piss poor. Another 26 points of damage.
Got
And I don't have any more bonuses or anything. That's all I can do.
Okay, so you're not raging. You use your bonus action.
I am not raging,
You're-
but I'm still fire resistant at least.
Yes, and you have the lightning thing going on. Cool. Cerise.
The lightning.
Okay, Cerise flies up behind Torque, and she says, "Hey, Torque, want to be even bigger?" And then she casts Enlarge on Torque.
Okay. Are you off the ground right now? Or are you?
I fly over so I can make it.
Okay.
But I think I'm staying like fairly low to the ground.
Got it.
So you just hear.
Yeah. No kidding.
So you go up one size category. You have advantage on strength saves and strength checks.
So this
And-
big ugly ogre is gonna be Torque.
Nice.
Look at that handsome fella.
Mhm. And you get a plus D4 to damage, but you know. Or is it to damage or to attacks? Let me double check.
Okay.
Yep. And we want to do bonus. Yeah, I think I'll give you some bardic inspiration too.
Okay.
Torque is such a beast. After this, he's gonna feast.
There you go.
Okay.
Oof, okay, there you go. You have a plus D12
Okay.
that you can use.
Got it.
That's on.
On ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Okay, cool. Thank
Cool.
you.
Anything else?
Mhm. Nope, that will cover all of the things I can do.
Denahi.
All right. How far away is Cerise from me?
Denahi.
No. Cerise from Jeidobii.
80 feet, maybe 60 feet, 70 feet, give or take.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. So Denahi's gonna move forward her full speed. She wants to try to get in the center of Torque and me, and Torque and Jeidobii.
Okay.
Could you show me where?
What are you trying to do? So I can try to better assist what the visual is.
Well, I have not decided yet. I just need to check the range.
So from where you guys
can
are
she
to
get-
where Torque is, it's about 100 feet,
Gotcha.
give or take.
Good enough for me. Denahi's gonna go right here.
Right there. So
Right here.
Not
Boom, boom,
not
boom.
between you.
No,
Okay.
thank you. And she is going to take out a vial of holy water, and she is going to cast Bless on both herself and Torque and Cerise. So they get a +4 to hit in saving throws. And she is going to take out her staff and like cover it in this black shadowy ichor to form her scythe, and she is done.
Okay. Tallulah.
Me. So
me. It's time for me.
So if I remember correctly, I'm going to use my Ring of Haste
Okay.
to cast haste on myself
Okay.
as my bonus action, question mark?
You have to look at your item.
Okay, it says bonus action, but you
Okay.
know. On myself. My speed is now doubled. I have +2 bonus to my AC, advantage on dexterity saving throws, and I gain an additional action on my turn.
Nice. Nice.
So how far is it to him?
To him from where you are is 100 feet.
Okay, I can do that
Okay.
because
so
of haste.
there is a river of lava between you and them.
Well, to go around it. That's what I meant.
You want to go around it? You'd have to go back. So if you can't see it, because again, there's only so much screen, but you'd have to go
Sure.
another 30 feet. I'm pointing at the monitor. You'd have to go another 30 feet this way to come back this way. So what's your full movement?
I can do 100 feet, and then I can,
As your first action?
as my movement, my speed is doubled.
Yes.
And then I can take one of my 3 actions to dash
Where's the third action coming from?
from haste.
Where's the second action coming from? You only get 1 action per turn.
Haste gives her 2 actions per turn.
And my,
I understand,
like,
but she's
but
done
I'm
with 3
said
actions.
because my attack is 2 actions.
So when you take the attack action, you get 2 attacks. You don't get
Correct.
2 actions.
That's what I meant. That's what I
So,
meant.
Full movement, action to dash is your first action to get 100
Correct.
feet. You'll get right behind where Denahi is if you go around the river of lava.
So I get.
So
Do I
that's
get
150?
Do I get 200 feet of movement?
So you have your second action. So you can use that action to dash 50 feet,
There's a
or you can do something else.
I dash 100 feet.
second attack. Is
You only get your movement once, though, right? Isn't that how that works? With haste?
My speed is just doubled, is what it says.
Let me see, just to make sure that this is correct.
Just clarifying because it's my first time using it.
Yes, I think we've only used haste like once on this game. Just want to make sure we're got all of our ducks in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yeah, so your speed is double. Okay, so you get 100 feet with just your movement, which is several feet below where Denahi is right now. So then you can use your action haste movement, which is another 50 feet, right? Isn't that your full movement, or just another 100 feet? I'm so confused.
Okay,
Well,
if you dash with haste, would it be 200 feet or would it be 150?
That's what I don't know. We'll call it 200 just because I want to move on. So
Great.
With that movement, yeah, you can get close.
Okay. I
Got
would
it.
like to do that.
Okay. So you have your second action.
Which, free action, sword out, and then I'm gonna swing on him.
Okay, roll for attack.
Great. We love yay haste. Ooh, that is a 30 to hit.
That hits.
Is this a fiend or undead?
No.
Great. I don't get right because I haven't done that yet, so I get 2d6 plus 8. 16 points of radiant damage.
Got it.
And
Second attack?
Is a 28 to hit.
Hits.
13 points of radiant damage.
Hits. Oh, excuse me. 13 points. Got it. Got it. Cool.
And that's my first beast of a turn.
Okay. Seian.
So they're like 100 feet away, right, from Torque?
If it's a beeline, yes. You could try to maybe leap the lava, but it is 100 feet if you make a
Lava.
straight shot.
Who is anyone still back with me right now, or is everyone else
Jeidobii.
already run ahead?
Jaidobie's right
Jeidobii
next
is
to
still
you.
back with me. Okay. So, yeah, Seian's gonna go ahead and dash forward as far as he can.
You can try to jump.
He's gonna try to jump.
Athletics check.
Okay. That's gonna be 16.
16. Okay. What's your full movement?
Walking speed is 30.
So 60 feet.
Mhm.
I would say you'd probably get right about there.
Okay. And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Blinding Smite on my longsword.
I like blinding spite. I like that one.
I like Blinding Smite too, yes.
He's so spiteful, you go blind.
All right.
So, sword glows with radiant energy, and I am my turn.
Okay. Jeidobii.
Wow, I guess this giant really rolled shit initiative.
I did. I rolled a natural 1.
So first point of order.
Point of order.
How
I'm glad
far,
we're all good at talking today.
Mm-hmm.
How far would I have to move to get to the edge of the lava pit, the lava river?
It's about 50 feet. Give or
From
take.
me?
Yes. To get to the edge of the lava pit.
I'm gonna move my 30 feet of movement that I can
Okay.
off screen, and let's see, how far can I cast this one? Where are you? There you are. How far can I cast you? 60 feet. Perfect. All right. Where's my little pointer? There we are. Hello. My tattoos are gonna start glowing a vibrant yellow as I start to kind of like move my hands and speak in Druidic, and right about 60 feet from me. Where would 60 feet from me be? Like right here?
What we're saying is he went 60 feet.
Oh, perfect. Okay, right here, I'm gonna, right above Seian's head, I'm going to call forth a flying no, that's boring. What do I want? I'm gonna summon a bat.
Fire salamander.
Fire salamander, thank you. Yes, that's what I'll do. I'm gonna summon a fire salamander of just radiant fire energy, just right above his head, and I can move it 30 feet. Where do I want to? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move it right here behind Torque, like right where, like between Torque and Tallulah, basically, right
Big
here.
torque.
Okay.
Yeah, there we are. That's my healing spirit. And then after that, I'm gonna take out Zen's wand, and I'm gonna aim it at homie's face because it's 120 feet, I believe. Where are you? Wand. There we are. 120. Sorry. Yeah, there we go. All right, and I'm going to use 6 of my charges to cast magic missile through the wand.
Go for it. Pew 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 pew.
More like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 28 points of force damage to the face.
Nice.
Movement, action, bonus. That's my turn. I'm done. I will say, Tallulah, if you need, all you need to do is touch that spirit and it will heal you. Remember. And I'm done.
Okay.
Sick.
It is now Roko's turn, finally. He's going to make 2 attacks with his giant maul. First, you know what? Torque it is. He's going to make 2 attacks on Torque because he's a big, giant Torque.
He's a big giant torque.
25 and 26 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. My brain, so much math. You take 42 points of bludgeoning damage, which is not halved because you're not raging,
Right.
and 32 points of fire damage, which is halved to 16.
Alright, Chihuahua.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a painful fight.
Does anyone speak giant?
Torque does.
I do.
Anybody else?
I do.
No. I do have a quick point of interest question, though. How far is Torque from me currently?
30 feet.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. So you hear him kind of start yelling at you, Tallulah and Torque, since you're right there. You hear him, and you hear, "What are you doing here?" It's kind of broken, giant, but you hear, "What are you doing here?" You hear, "Raos, Baos, help," and that ends his turn. Top of the order, Torque.
Who is he calling to? Fuck it. Rage. And then I swing. Just out of curiosity, does a 22 hit?
22 hit? Yes, it does.
Okay, cool. I don't even have to roll then, really. I will anyway. But yeah, no, I hit. And I'll use the Vorpal plus the D4, I guess, to go with the damage,
Okay.
right?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's correct.
Okay, so, and then there's also a D12 that I can use for damage, or no?
You can't use it for damage.
Okay. That is 33 plus 3, so 36 plus 11, so 47 points of damage.
47 points of damage.
And I'm doing it again!
Did you add your fire damage to that? Or your lightning damage?
Well, it is. It's only
Got
only
it.
2d12.
Got it.
So
Okay.
yeah, a total of 4d12. Sorry, half of that is lightning. Yeah, exactly.
Got it. Okay.
And again, I hit, so 28. Oh, that sucks. 28 makes it 31. So
You're doing
42
well, I'm so proud.
points of damage.
How much total?
42 points of damage.
Okay.
So I got him for about 80, 90 points of damage.
Sweet. Cerise.
And I'm in rage now.
Yes.
Okay. Well, since I'm still right behind Torque, and I did see him just get hit like that, I will cure wounds.
Okay.
And I'm concentrating on the enlarge right now.
Oh, so you can't do that then?
No, I can.
Oh, okay.
I can't do a different,
Concentration.
like, concentration spell. Okay, so I will... How much did you get hit for? How much? A lot?
60.
60?
It was. Yeah.
Okay. I will... Actually, can I cast? Actually, I'm gonna try... Nah, I will cast Cure once. I'll save one. Think about it. Think about casting Confusion, but I've just confused myself.
I don't know.
So you did cast confusion on yourself.
On myself.
Yeah, right.
Alright. Let's roll you some health. That's a good roll. Alright.
Nice.
So you get 29 HP back.
Sweet.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And let's see.
Whoa, I feel invigorated.
Okay. I'm gonna save my bardic action to try and cutting words him next time, so I end my turn.
Okay. Denahi.
All right, here we go. Let me just get these. Oh, sorry. That was not a roll.
Good roll.
What do you
I
mean
clicked-
that's not a roll? That's a
I
great
clicked the
roll.
wrong thing. I clicked the wrong thing. I need to just prep this. So get this ready. I need 9 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dope. All right. So Denahi has a clear shot at this giant's head. Yeah, his like upper body.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, she is going to summon her energy. Like you see, like this kind of crystalline energy kind of moves from her antlers down to her hands and like makes this like ball of chromatic energy. And you see like a number of colors like fighting within it until one takes over. And the color that is going to be the chosen is we're gonna do acid, so green. All right, cool. And she is not only going to do that, she is going to like rip this spell apart into two and cast Chromatic Orb at 7th level at his head twice in a row. So let's see. One.
So how's she doing it twice?
She is using her sorcery points to cast Twin Spell.
Okay.
So okay, boom, boom. What's the other one? Come on. Did I click the other one? Click. There we go. 11, so that's going to be 13 plus... where are you? Here you go. 13 plus 16. So that's going to be a 30... like a 29 to hit.
29 hits. Hang on a second. Can you...
What's up?
What level is Chromatic Orb?
Chromatic Orb is... I'm casting it at 7th level.
You cast a spell targets one creature doesn't have a range of sound. If you can get sorcery points in the spell's level, target a second creature within the range of the same spell. So, how many sorcery points does she have?
She has all of them. I think she
How
has
many is
like 16 sorcery points.
16.
I believe so. Yeah.
So you're using 7 sorcery
That's
points.
correct.
Got it. Okay.
Mhm.
Go for it.
All right. So let's see, and one more time because these are 2 attacks. So boom, boom. Come on, D4. Where are you? There we go. It was loading. 7, 8, 9, 9 plus 16. 25 to hit.
Hits.
Both hit. Here we go. So this is going to be the first roll. Boom. There we go.
So much dice.
So that's 40 on the first, and then again. What is that? 32 on the 4, 5, 6. That's 72 points of acid damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let me see if there's anything else with that. Nope, that's it. So 72 points of acid damage. That's her action bonus. She is going to... She is going to run like right here. She's going to get right here.
I don't see where you're pointing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Right here. She's going to move right here.
Okay.
And that's her turn.
Got it.
Is that over there?
So you hear, at the end of her turn, you hear heavy footsteps coming from Seian from your left, and you see another fire giant use all of his movement, and he gets right there.
Ooh,
Oh
boy.
my!
Ends his turn. It's now Tallulah's turn.
Fudge.
Oh.
So can I when interpreting what he was saying, I know it was very broken giant. Did it seem
It sounded like he called 2 names. Yes.
okay?
Oh.
Okay.
And
I
only
see.
you and Torque know this right now.
Right. But I meant he wasn't asking us for help. He was calling for help. Is
Yes.
what I'm. Got it. Cool. In that case, we're going to bonus action. Right damage, and we're gonna pick.
Bleeding makes
For those of you listening to the podcast, she cut herself with her blade to invoke a fire rite, I believe, on her sword, so it ignites in fire. No, not fire.
No, I'm
What do you-
choosing frost.
Frost. Excuse me.
That seems like a better choice than fire.
I'm choosing frost.
Like
damage.
that.
So now I get an extra little boost. Okay, so in that case, I'm going to swing at this dude's little ankles and try to freeze him.
Roll for attack.
Freezy boy. For a natural 1. Plus 14 is 15.
15 misses. Make a damage check.
Damage roll?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna hit. God. 6, 7, 8 plus. What do I do? 16 radiant damage and 8 frost damage.
Okay. Nothing happens.
All right.
Second attack.
I'm gonna roll again. Oh, for a 27.
Hits.
20 radiant damage. Ooh, and an 8 frost damage.
Okay.
And using my haste, I'm going to I'm gonna disengage
Okay.
from him to step backwards if I can
How far?
to get out of his like a good halfway between the two, just out of what I think logically would be their swingy range.
You can assume it's probably 15 feet, give or take. So you're back just slightly out of his range, where he currently is right now.
Okay, and that's my turn.
Okay. Seian.
So Seian's gonna run up right around where Tallulah just leapt down from.
Okay.
That's 30 feet, yes?
Yep.
And as he moves in, he's going to yell, "You who will wreak havoc on the innocent! I blind you!" And he slashes out with his Holy Avenger longsword,
Okay.
glowing with radiant light. That is a 31 to hit.
Hits.
So let's see, for
I
damage
built
that
you guys too good.
that is going to be 2d10. So that'll be 9 plus the radiant damage is going to be 3d8 from the blinding smite, and he needs to do a con save,
Okay.
DC 17.
Natural 18 plus something.
Okay, so he is not blinded.
Okay.
Whoops, forget the d20 there, just look at the d8s. I can't just delete that, can I? Okay, I'm just going to re-roll that.
So 12 plus 6.
So 12 plus 9. So that's 21 plus 18 would be 39 points of damage total.
Whoa.
Okay.
And he is going to take a second swing at the giant, this time without the blinding smite, unfortunately.
Okay, roll for attack.
And that will be a 28 to hit.
Hits.
All right. That is going to be 8 plus 5, so 13 plus 18, so another 31 damage to him, slashing.
Nice. Nice.
Noise.
Nice!
Nice.
Yeah, it needs to be the noise.
Nice!
Okay. And your turn?
And yes, that'll end his turn.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Another fire giant comes within range of Denahi
Oh.
and swings down on her with his giant great sword.
Well, that's not good.
Both are over 20.
How,
One's a
how,
20,
how,
24 and then a 27.
I use my cutting word that I've been holding on to.
For what?
I try and yell at the giant to impose disadvantage, or to subtract a d12 from their attack roll.
Okay, so first do a perception check
Okay,
to see if you can react that quickly.
fair enough. 23.
Yes. Okay, so you're going to try to cutting words the first time, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a D12, you said?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't know if it's gonna be. So yes.
8.
Mm.
Down from 26. So 18 to hit.
18 will miss.
Okay. So the other one...
Mm-hmm.
What's your thing? You doing
I'm
something?
sorry. Please
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay. So with the one attack...
What was the second one? 20,
4.
27?
24.
24?
So shield wouldn't work.
Damn it.
Yeah.
It wouldn't. It's right on the cusp. It's cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cerise!
So, the first attack misses, the second attack hits. Denahi takes 42 points of slashing damage.
Oof.
Okay.
And 38 points of fire, which is halved to... Brain doesn't work.
38 is
I think 19.
19.
19.
Yes.
Okay, 19 points of fire damage.
Ow.
And her last attack, she's going to throw a fireball at...
Oh, shit.
Yeah, all 4 of you have to make a save.
How close are we all together?
You're all very close together.
Within 10 feet?
You're within 10 feet of everybody except for Tallulah.
Okay, everyone who is within 10 feet of me, if they're casting a spell, you get plus you get a bonus on saving throws. Hang on, let me figure out what that is real quick.
Okay.
While he figures that out, Denahi is going to make a roll to see if she can...
You have advantage.
Ooh.
Her concentration after being hit
Concentration for what? Oh, for Bless. Got
for
it.
Bless.
Oop.
No. Yeah, no. Bless is gone, y'all. It's gone.
Right. But we have advantage, so that's nice. Well, so
Advantage on a deck save.
Well, I don't see how Cerise can have advantage, but I can. I feel like
That's
we're
actually a
very
good point.
equal distance.
Oh, you know what? You said 10 feet?
Yes.
So then Cerise and Tallulah don't have advantage. It's just
Okay.
Torque has advantage.
And what are we saving?
Deck save.
Deck save. Oh, I have advantage on deck saves because I'm hasted.
Nice.
And Torque has advantage on deck saves anyway.
Oh, bless advantage. 21.
21.
We have an 18.
18 fails.
Boo.
19.
Ooh,
Fails.
we hate it.
But at least it's a fireball,
Torque.
so it'll be half damage.
All right. A natural.
Natural 20. Okay. So Cerise and Seian fail. Torque and Tallulah succeed. Tallulah barely succeeds.
Oh, you know what? I'm so sorry. Wait. This giant in front of Denahi is casting this fireball spell.
Correct.
She's gonna do counter spell.
It's too late for that. They've already rolled their saves. You have to do it before that. They've already rolled their saves.
I just have so many things to keep note of.
I
But that's fine.
understand.
Cool. Go for it.
I mean, I said I cast Fireball, and then we let everybody do it, so I understand. Okay, so it is... Let me do the math, hang on. I'm going to do this for a second. Where is... My computer just froze. 1 second.
Uh-oh.
Oh shoot, I totally forgot. I have an aura of protection on me. So that actually would have been 4 more to the roll for me.
You have 4 more, so then yours is a success. Okay,
So 19 plus would be 23 for that roll.
that is a success. So,
And Torque gets +4 as well.
But nat 20, so.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Baby.
so much math. So, Cerise, you take, after you're halved because you're resistant, you take 60 points of fire damage.
Jeez.
Those of you who saved, you take 60 points, but because you're resistant, you take half of that, so you all take 30 points of fire damage.
Ouch.
All right.
Wait, even when we actually okay.
It's still
it was
out
100.
in-
It was 120 points of fire damage.
I mean, take the win 30 versus 120.
Got
Sorry,
it.
guys.
Jeidobii, your turn.
I lost the battle map.
Same
I did
here.
as well.
Same.
It might pop back up.
Samesies.
Okay. Let's see what we're gonna do.
Samesies.
Is the stream slow? Because my internet's acting funny.
Let me double check.
Yeah, it's still up. Just the battle map's gone.
Okay,
Because you're still running just fine on Vorpal.
cool. Alright.
Hmm.
But you remember what was there. I can give you any info
Yeah.
you need.
My face.
All right, let's see what we got here. Y'all got hit pretty hard.
Jeidobii's?
Say what?
We're on your turn?
Yeah, we're on my turn.
I'm
Chris,
so
you
lost
want me to
right
go
now.
ahead and do it?
Holy shit.
What?
You want me to go ahead and do it? Do my turn or wait for the map to come back up?
You can do your turn. I'm trying to understand what two people are saying at the same time.
Oh,
What's
okay.
What's Eric saying?
I was asking how it was. I didn't know it was Jeidobii's turn.
He's a
Yeah, they're going pretty fast, yeah. So, all right, so, man, y'all got hit hard. The spirit, the fiery salamander, is gonna like swoop and swirl around Tallulah, Torque, and Cerise, and you all three will be healed for 11, 15, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. 34 points of healing to all three of you.
Nice.
okay.
And that was my bonus action. For my action, I'm gonna, cause y'all got hit really hard. Should I save it? I think I should save it. I'm gonna summon a large swirling orb of water. I am gonna get closer again too, so I want to be as close as to the river of lava as I can
Okay.
with it.
It's another 10 feet or so. You're closer to the river of lava.
Excellent, perfect. And I will conjure this large swirling ball of water right above the giant that is closest to, I believe, Seian, the guy with the shield,
Yes.
fire giant.
Got it.
I'm gonna summon this swirling orb of water right above its head, and I'm gonna crash it down on him. He has to make a strength save against me.
And you're using the tsunami thing?
No, this is not tsunami.
Okay.
This is a
22.
sphere of water sphere.
22.
22. He just makes it, so he is not
Sorry.
caught in this water bubble. That's my
Steam
turn.
explodes around everybody.
That's my turn. I'm done.
Isn't your DC 23?
My DC is 22,
Oh, shit. Sorry. Okay.
so that's my turn.
Got it. Wah. So yeah, my camera took a dump for my battle camera, so it's fine.
I will say to everyone through the ear cuff, saying you can't hear this, but I'm sure someone will tell you. He made it. He didn't get caught in my water, but the sphere is still there. You can, if you're able to, you can still push him into the sphere to get caught.
Okay.
Heads up, and that's it.
Okay. It's now Roko's turn. He is going to. Yeah, he's going to take 2 attacks on Torque and his 3rd legendary attack on Seian. So, first is Torque. Where you at? Alright.
And this is the one who's next to Torque and myself.
Yes.
If he's making an attack on Torque, then I get an attack of opportunity against him
Got it.
because
Go
of
ahead.
my essential attack.
Go ahead and roll first.
And it's not a spell or anything, is it?
No, he's just swinging his fiery maul at you.
Okay.
That would be a 27.
Hits. Torque, both of these hit. It's a 21 and a 22 to hit.
Yep.
That'll be 17 plus 18, so 35.
35.
Slashing damage.
Ouch. 35. 3. Okay, so with that attack, Torque, you are raging now, so you would have taken, where's the math? 70 points of bludgeoning damage, halved to 35 points of bludgeoning damage.
One other point of interest on that, because Torque is within 5 feet of me, right?
Yep.
So, since the creature is attacking Torque, he has disadvantage against him.
Okay. Yeah, try to keep up with that in the beginning. I know there's
Yep.
a lot going on.
I know. I forgot I had it.
Yeah, they both were higher, so
Cool.
this time it didn't work. But yeah, he rolled really high on both times.
I'll stay on top of it in future.
Damage.
35 points of fire, bludgeoning damage, and 40 points of fire. Have the 20, so you take 20 points of fire damage.
But I'm fire resistant and raging. What is that? That doesn't do any...
Raging doesn't do anything to fire.
But the fire resistance should.
Yeah, that's why I halved it to 20.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, 20 points of fire, 35 points of bludgeoning.
Also, since I needed to make a concentration check before you roll with damage and being as an enlarged creature, because that is a concentration spell. I rolled a natural 20. I don't know if that still doesn't seem like it might be enough to save against that 60 points of damage, though.
I am always fuzzy with concentration checks, so I don't.
I mean, you just still concentrate. I thought.
No, yeah, there's a. I mean, Jeidobii and I have talked about this before, and we don't do it enough to fully understand it. With 60 points, I don't think you would still maintain concentration, right?
I feel like
because it has to be halved.
20.
Right, yeah, the one question is, would a natural 20 just, obviously, we don't actually play...
20 just trumps everything.
It doesn't trump
that's not how we
everything,
play, yeah.
Well, that's, I mean, even the basic rules in D&D, that if you take that much damage, if it's half, that'd be 30-something points of damage, so even a natural 20 wouldn't save.
Yeah.
So then you do lose concentration. So what does that do?
So he's just normal size again.
Okay. Does that do anything with what just happened to him?
No.
Okay.
It's just like when he makes his attack, he won't have a plus.
Got it. Okay, so he's taking his last attack on Seian.
Okay.
So much going on right now.
So I don't have the D4 anymore. I can get rid of that.
Oh, natural 20. Shit.
Oof.
Tallulah, just to let you know, I know there's like so much happening. You can do a blood curse and amplify it to make it an automatic hit or automatic miss for that attack if you wish.
Tallulah's muted.
Okay.
That's cool. Thank you. Probably won't too much, but
Okay.
So you take 65 points of bludgeoning damage.
What was the... Wait, did it hit?
It was natural 20.
Oh, well, yeah, that's right. Yep, okay. 65, you said?
65. I rolled really shitty for my damage for the second roll.
Ouchie.
So, you got lucky.
Yeah, that hurt pretty bad.
And 35 points of fire damage halved to 17. 17 points of fire damage. It does end its turn, top of the order, and as the fight ensued, you engaged with the king. He called out for help. You start to close in, and the king is looking pretty rough at this point. But he called out for help, and you see a fire giant dreadnought approach with two very large shields, who has not attacked yet. And then you saw another fire giant come from the rear with a very large sword and fireballed the group. And that's where we're going to call it for tonight.
oof.
So we will pick up this fight next time. Thank you all for sticking around. Sorry that my phone took a dump, but we'll get that battle map back up. Big shout out to Vorpal and all the awesome things they're doing. It really makes this experience so much better. Don't forget to catch the first episode of Fables of Ukodor on Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. If you missed the show tonight and you want to catch another live show with giveaways and everything else, we'll be on tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time here at mixer.com/Fable42. And then next week we'll see you all where all this left off. Don't forget to check out the Indiegogo campaign for Kavak's Bag of Fate, and we're gonna give away some more of those decks of cards tomorrow as well. Y'all have a great night, and we will see you next week.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Good night. Good night.